is it going? I hope you're doing good. Thank you for your patience. It's been a minute. I hope you're all doing. I did it. Yeah, I paid it. That thumb is so good too. I love that thumb. I wish I had a cowboy hat. I don't have one of those. That was added in digitally.
That's crazy. The man doesn't have a cowboy hat.
I don't. I know. I have cowboy boots. Do you guys have cowboy hats?
No.
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 I have a wyvern hat I've worn on previous cowboy themed streams, I suppose.
Yes.
I actually thought you said a wyvern hat, and I was like, yeah, that's on brand.
You
probably a wyvern hat.
It is made from the skin of a wyvern.
Also, hello DiCarlo, hello Ricardo, and hello Lanique. Welcome on in. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good night. Hello Vito. Ricardo says, I love it when you guys play this game. Well, this game we've never played before, but if you mean indie RPG nights, then thank you. I also love these nights and all of the games that we've played. And I think I'm going to love this one too, actually, from the looks of it. Before we jump in, hello, I'm Amanda. I am a YouTuber and streamer and cosplayer, an actor. I think that's most of what I do. Yeah. This is my channel. What did you say?
I said and a daughter.
And a daughter. And a father. No, I'm not a father. Yet. But I am a Dream Daddy, though, because we did play Dream Daddy a few days ago, so that was pretty good. In honor of Pride. And also in honor of Father's Day. I decided to combine those two things. And what do you get when you combine them? Dream Daddy. But yes, that is what I do. I do many things, include play Dream Daddy. I'm a variety streamer, so if you like all kinds of things, that's basically what we do here. On these nights, we do a little thing called Indie RPG Night, or Indie RPG Stream. I do it with my friends, Kurt and Anthony, who make up the other members of the SDream Team, and together we play these little, usually one-shot games. They're smaller. If you know of Pathfinder, if you know of Dungeons & Dragons, it's in kind of that vein, but not like that at all, because these are all totally different styles of games that also have different systems that you can use to play them, but that kind of storytelling idea. So, yeah. Speaking of my friends, Kurt, Anthony, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Absolutely. My name's Anthony, and I am a lover of games. I'm a writer of children's books, and I just got married to Kurt. We moved in together, so now I live here. No, that's not true, but I am visiting my friend Kurt in Ottawa.
That's true.
Oh no, I doxed you, sorry.
I think it's well known that I'm an Ottawa resident.
Okay, good.
It says it in places.
Yeah. Got people in the chat from New Orleans. Exciting.
New Orleans.
Sorry. Yeah. And I'm just, as always, excited to play this game. And I'm excited to play a sort of cowboy Wild West themed game with you folks, because I think we've had a lot of really good Western themed game indie RPG nights. I think it's a good, that first Fiasco game I think that we ever played.
That was so good, that one.
That was like a really great start. Amanda was crying literally during the stream, so every time we come back to Wild West, I'm like, it's gonna be good.
It's true. Yeah, people were also saying that my internet is apparently I'm unstable. You know how I am. Sometimes I'm unstable. I did check the internet, and yeah, the upload is not as good. I think it might be because it's still kind of windy today. So the wind, I think, is affecting the internet. That's what it is. That's what it's like here in Ontario, in a big city known as Toronto. The wind will take out your internet.
It'll get you.
Welcome to Canada, even in a major city. But I think it will recover, guys. I could reset it and restart the stream and do all of those things. But I do think yesterday, while that did help us the first time, then we saw it have a problem again, and it did recover. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait it out. If it is a problem beyond a certain point, I will deal with it if I must. But for now, let us try to resume and pray to the internet gods.
My name is Kurt.
Hello, Kurt.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, folks. My name is Kurt, and I am the third member of our trio.
He's in trial. We're seeing if he fits.
We're not
with the
sure
group.
if it's gonna work out.
It's been how many seasons?
It's been 2 seasons.
2 seasons, still on trial. Still
Wait,
assigned.
is it a year and a half? Is that how long we've been doing this?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, his trial period is coming to an end soon. So if you guys want to put in chat whether you think we should keep him or not,
Let us
really
know.
help follow us and make a decision. Yeah.
We're not sure. We're not like 100% sure. But anyway, my name's Kurt. I like to play games. Sometimes I make games as well. Actually, I've done it like 10 times now, which is kind of crazy to think about.
That is crazy.
They're just out there in the world on the itch.io page.
Indeed.
Which one? Do you want to say? Or do you leave it for the end?
I mean, you can get to my stuff in the I made a manages. There you go.
There you go. It's there.
Smoldering Lighthouse. That's what I do. But that's not what we're doing today.
No.
Today we're going to play a game that I didn't make. We're going to play a game I barely know.
That's a good start, folks.
A game that you barely know.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to say a little bit about this. So first of all, I want to say hello to anybody who searched Gun Slinger and are hoping for a thorough, accurate, and well-informed playthrough of the game. Did you know that there's already a playthrough of the game on YouTube available with its designer?
Good.
Maybe check that out.
Yeah.
Because we're flying by the seat of our pants a little bit.
But if you want to
it
see
is
what that's
fun.
like, then feel free to stick around and check out this chaos.
Now, I should say, this game has incredible rules. Not only are they beautiful, they also won an award for best rules. So the fact that I have done them the disservice of not being a perfect committing them to memory is really, it's a sad story, folks. But it's time to play Gun Slinger. Frankly, it's exciting. These two, this is weird. This is weird.
What?
I guess it's these two because you're on either side of me per the.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's yes,
okay.
correct. Also, Rapala,
Oh.
thank you for the hydrate. Rapala also says it seems better, so I think the internet
Okay,
is
very good.
recovering. I did check on Twitch and it says my connection is excellent now. YouTube, I'm not sure. I think I have to refresh the page with YouTube to see. But also, Tully is asking if this is a Western themed game, what our cowboy and girl names will be. You'll have to wait
Only
to
one of
find
us-
out.
Only one of us gets to be a cowpoke. One of us will
The
be the
slinger.
maestro, the slinger. One of us will be the maestro, and one of us, of course, the third person in any cowboy story, is the sentient gun.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So
Sentient gun.
Of course.
I think that's pretty standard.
That's
We're all
pretty
used to
fun.
that.
Pretty
Yeah,
normal.
but that means that one of us gets to be the other person's sentient gun, which is a relationship we've never gotten to play before. We've
We've played a lot of relationships with each other,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've ever done the whole slinger sentient gun relationship. As iconic as it is, surprisingly.
I mean, that's everywhere, right?
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
In all stories, usually. Just none of the ones that we've played. We've been playing all the stories that don't have that, which is strange since it's so common.
Yeah.
that it
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
come
like
up.
the main kind of story. It's like how most games of RPGs that are played are Dungeons and Dragons. Most stories that are ever
Are
told.
Gun
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Slinger. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to play this game. What do we do?
I think the best thing that we can start by doing, all of us have a copy of the rule book. We've
Yes.
brought it from home.
I
Wow, that's so great. It's a stunning rule book, by the way, elaborately formatted in a way that I could not begin to imagine how to do.
Although,
but that's-
if we actually play Wander Home again, I actually do have a copy that I could bust out that was gifted to me off my wish list. I think Michael maybe gifted it to me, so thank you
Sick.
for the gift. But so next time we play Wander Home, I'm ready. That one, I was like, I really need to own this physically. It's so pretty. This one is also really pretty. Why are there so many pretty RPGs? Why do you expose me to so many pretty RPGs, Kurt?
Oh, you're going to be in trouble because Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, which could be our next campaign.
That one I might need to buy, I feel like, as well. It's so pretty.
She's gorgeous. She has arrived at my home. It's enormous. You see the...
I see it.
It's
Gorgeous and enormous.
It's enormous. Like, I actually can't... No, we've been told to stretch.
We got to stretch?
Tully told us to do it.
I think Tully just straight up told us to do it.
Well, I'll do it, Tully. This is for you. Check out the gun show.
Oh, it wasn't a redemption. Tully was just giving us a heads up. I like it. I like it. Also, Lucy, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you so much for gifting to Brian Ashman. You rock. Also, if you guys aren't following my friend Lucy as well, you should go check out her stream. We're actually going to be streaming together on Thursday, Lucy and I. We're going to be playing some Dark Pictures anthology.
That is exciting. Easily, Lucy is my second favorite top 10 nerd associated female host whose name starts with Mick in the second name.
Lucy is not a top 10 nerd host. She was from top 5 Scary. But I don't know. She's probably guest starred a nerd at some point. Lucy, have you ever hosted a nerd video? Tell me. I bet you have. Lucy's done it all. But she's definitely affiliated in the sense that top 5 Scary is also most amazing. So top 10 nerd. We're in the same company, if you will. Someone spin the wheel for you, Lucy. This one's for you. Now, some of these might affect the game. Oh, this one will. So this is something awful. So that means when we start this game, we're going to start with something terrible happening. So I hope you enjoy that. I think Lucy would enjoy that. I think Lucy enjoys when awful things happen. She finds them entertaining. So, excellent.
What are some other things on the wheel, Amanda? Do you want to let
I should tell people about the wheel. Let me tell you guys. So, first of all, how you activate a wheel spin is if you sub or gift a sub or become a member or gift a membership over on YouTube, I will spin this wheel for you and you can get cool things. So today we have something awful will happen in the game, something lovely will happen in the game, something awful, something lovely. We have a K&A high fives. That's a Kurt and Anthony high five special. We have a flashback. So you can make us tell a flashback of something that happened in the story. I get a pick, Amanda's choice. You get to choose light colors, either my mic or my background light over on my side. You can name an NPC in the game. We'll do a Western trope. We'll do some weird magic in the game. Or respin. And if you get a respin, then I just respin it. And you get one of the other things.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so that's what's on the wheel today. Daniel, thank you so much for streaking through. Daniel's on a 10-stream streak. Streaking on through. Strategically placed holsters covering up my comings and goings. I like it.
Ace. That's a good one, Daniel.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
As you do. Can we tell the Anthony holster story? It's one of my favorite stories.
Sure,
Yeah.
All right. So I used to work with Anthony at a cafe together. This is our origin story. I guess that doesn't come up that often, which is strange. But we used to work at a board game cafe together. And Anthony went through a period of Anthony's life in which leggings were the word of the day. And Anthony would traipse about in these frankly stunning stripe-ad leggings, among other leggings. Anthony was belegginged. Anyway. The problem with leggings is that they don't have pockets.
Correct.
And this might not be a problem if you carry a purse, but Anthony did not carry a purse. So what Anthony elected to do instead was to get two sort of over-the-arm holsters which held a phone and a wallet.
Oh.
Because we're Canadian, I guess terminally so, no one who worked at the board game cafe realized that, that might make one misperceive someone as armed. That might look like someone who's packing heat.
I never thought about it.
Didn't even cross my mind. No, I was like, hey, cool holsters.
I mean, like, I just thought, how can anybody think this, like, spindly, weird, tall guy with the feathers festooned in my hair wearing leggings is any threat to anybody?
So, did someone think that Anthony was a threat to people?
There wasn't like an incident, but I think someone was once kind of caught off guard and went, oh, haha,
Oh, those aren't guns.
those aren't guns. And then we went, oh.
Oh, maybe that's a thing. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's hilarious. That's amazing, though. Holsters. I agree, Tully. I feel like that is a cool way to carry your stuff. 100%.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was cool.
I got rid of them at some point, and I miss them sometimes. I wish I still had them, just for special days where I want to confuse people in the streets and maybe get shot, you know? Yeah.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe. Who's to say?
I think it's time we get to the main event.
I would ask that those of you who have your rulebooks open turn to page 5.
Everybody at home, turn to page 5.
Everybody
Page
at home, turn to
5.
page 5. Anthony, do you mind starting with the left of the spread, the eons ago, and reading that aloud to our gathered populace?
Okay, I'll be the first one to read in class. I'm so nervous. What if I make a mistake? Eons ago, the sky shattered and something ate the moon and stars, leaving us with only our sun, a small cluster of planets, and a new twisted moon. Something birthed from the Sky Eater, fell to our planet, and began to twist and warp it. It was the end of our world before anyone living could remember.
We have a second page, which I would invite Amanda to read if you have the book open to spreads 5.
I will. Also, thank you so much. Thank you so much, DiCarlo, for the 1,000 bits. That's crazy. Thank you. That was so kind of you.
Heal a bit.
I feel honored. Also, thank you for the hydrate and the posture checks and the stretch. Okay. My vocal warm-up. Now, many generations later, our people's remnants wander the twisted land and fight the bioluminescent, night-crawling creatures. Searching our castles and cities' ruins. Sound effects for you guys. For ancient magic and technology to help us survive. The brave and hopeful work to keep our pocket-sized towns together and alive. Now, many years after our stars were devoured, you find yourself searching the ruins with your new partner. I hope you find what you're looking for. DiCarlo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. What the heck? I gotta spin the wheel 5 more times. We gotta find 5 more things we're gonna be doing in and around this game.
In and around.
In and around. So we have something awful that's gonna happen for Lucy near the beginning. I'll spin the wheel 5 more times, but thank you so much.
It sounds threatening if we say it's for Lucy.
Something awful.
For Lucy.
Something awful.
This is true. It does sound very menacing, doesn't it? It sounds like I'm guaranteeing something bad is about to happen. Hopefully not. Hopefully not in that regard. Yeah. I figured I could also bring my jar up on screen. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's right on. Whoa! That wasn't locked? Oh my goodness, chaos. I moved us entirely.
I don't know what's happening.
There's a jar on you.
Glass.
Yeah, wait. Linda, what are you doing to me?
This is the tip jar. This is the jar. People can when they spend bits or send super chats or donate, it goes into this cup. Put the cup over here by now what it kind of looks like is it kind of looks like Liu Kang is standing on top of the cup. Like he's balancing on the top of it. He's looking down at the tip cup and he's judging all the tips that are in here. He's deciding how he feels about it.
Not enough tips.
Maybe he doesn't want any tips in there. He's kind of like,
hey, trying to put something in that cup? Don't you try it? Maybe.
You just try.
Every busker needs someone to run in front of their hat and say, no,
yes.
You have a permit.
Yes, the 1,000 bits from DiCarlo to Rapala. I did say that's pretty nuts. I had to stop what I was doing to say that one. That was, wow. I accept the threat, says Lucy. Threaten me. Danny, thank you so much for the 150 bits. There they go. Oh my gosh. Created by Remy Abode. It's a Gemini Entertainment. Gemini Home Entertainment reference.
Oh yes.
If you guys had watched the last stream, Analog Horror, y'all know the reference. For those that don't, catch the VOD. Alright, so we got a Western trope.
Okay, alright, okay. Excuse me. I have to close this because we've got to watch the VOD now.
Yeah, close this. Watch the VOD. Goodbye. End of stream. No, definitely watch this stream, but then later go watch the VOD when you have a moment, because it was very entertaining. Should I save the other 4? Should I just spin them all and we should just have a little list of things to go through?
It's your system, homegirl.
Right, I'm just going to spin them all. Spin them now. Spin them if you got them. Thank you for the 150 bits, by the way, Danny. Thank you for that. Choose light colors. All right, so DiCarlo, what light color would you like? The background is purple right now. The mic is blue. I can change either. Let me know. I got hooked on myself. Something lovely will happen.
Wow.
So we got something awful, something lovely, and a trope.
We also have trope? Okay.
Yeah.
You got a whole situation over here. Nice.
DiCarlo gets to name an NPC as well.
See?
Nice.
So if you have
Could
a
even name
name, let us
at this
know.
point. You're so early.
Here, do you want to be the sentient gun?
And finally, we get another light color. So if you want, you could just change both of these. Or I can do a respin for you, DiCarlo, if you would like. Let me know.
Oh.
Can he delay his light color change until an opportune moment?
Talk about space or the ocean. Yes, those are Lucy's weaknesses. You've heard it here first, everyone. Or probably not. You've probably heard it in Lucy's stream, I'm sure. You figured it out. Sorry, Lucy, but it's true. It's the truth. Danny, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, contributing more bits just to really drive home how great Amanda's reactions were in the Gemini Home Entertainment VOD. Jump scared and uneased. That was me the entire time. It's true. Wait till you guys watch me play the Dark Pictures anthology. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be losing my mind. All right. Well, that's all the things we have. So, DiCarlo, let me know about colors. Let me know if you want to respin. Other than that, I will say, let us resume for now.
Okay. Okay. So, the one passage that I'm probably going to draw our attention to, we have a few setup questions that we're going to use to kind of establish the world as it is. Before I can do that, there are 3 roles in this game. You can play it as 2 or 3 players. I am going to be the maestro. The maestro is basically the equivalent of the facilitator. I'll be helping with checks and such.
Like a master of some sort.
I don't know if I would use that word.
Oh, I don't know. I just came.
Like a master of the game.
Yeah. Or like if we were in a dungeon, for example.
Then probably a dungeon.
Like a steps thing?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I just there's a disconnect.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so the maestro, kind of like a facilitator, like a what's a 2-letter abbreviation that I can? Oh, like an MC, like a master of ceremonies kind of thing. And then there's 2 other roles, right? We've got a sentient gun, and we have a gun slinger, the slinger. So what? Who's gonna be who?
Ooh, interesting question. Amanda, do you immediately have an instinct about whether you are more a gun or more a slinger?
There is an agenda if you'd like to be slightly more informed.
Ooh, I do like
yeah, tell us about the agendas. So where do we find those?
All right. So this is just like what we're doing in the game. What is our job?
Your goals as players.
Right.
So for the gun and slinger together, our goal is. Oh, by the way, it's on page 14 if you want to find it.
Oh, page 14.
Yeah. Together, our goal is put yourself in danger, search for what you want, and leave people with stories to tell, which I think is kind of cool. For the gun.
Oh, page 14 in the book or page 14 on the doc? Page 14 in the book.
Page 14 in the book.
Oh, okay.
People love spreadsheet talk and PDF talk. So
that's the thing that people come for often, yeah. I would say here.
This is not my strongest spreadsheet. This is the best I had available in me this week.
So the gun's goal is to be an extension of the slinger's arm and an agent of the strange. And the slinger's goal is to be the hammer that sparks the gun and an agent for change. So, we get to choose between strange and change. You want to be...
I think I want to be the Strange.
I think that's right. I feel like you are such a good agent of Strange that we would really not be putting our best foot forward if we did not put you in the role of
The Strange?
Gun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Change is also really good, though, because that's, like, shifting the story, advancing the story. Change is necessary for a story to progress.
Sure, and I love stories, and I love driving them forward. So I will be the Slinger, Amanda will be the Gun. Amanda, we got a donation on YouTube.
We did, yes. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ira. Ira says, dropping by for the chat. Well, thank you for dropping by, Ira. We appreciate you. Yes, we are playing this amazing game today called Gun Slinger. I am going to be a sentient gun. That will be my life. That's what we're doing here. Hopefully YouTube doesn't like the fact that I'm going to be a gun live in a story, but I think it should be fine. I won't. Don't worry. I'm not actually a gun. I'm really a woman pretending to be a gun. So there's that.
There's a really obscure term for gun that I learned very recently.
A flint cocker. YouTube.
A flint cocker? Is that what you just said? Oh my gosh. There it goes. There goes the super chat into the tip cup. Here it goes.
Oh.
Whoa!
You have to do it manually, Amanda? You gotta drag your
No,
mouse.
there's a delay on it for YouTube. YouTube has a bit of a delay to it. So sorry, my friends on YouTube. You were great, but you are somewhat delayed. It's not your fault. It's just how it is.
Learning delayed.
Yeah.
Did you figure out any old words for gun?
I am looking right now. I'm not just.
We can do a piece or a pistol. Pistols are good.
What about a blunderbuss?
Flintlock is definitely the word I was thinking of when I said flint
Oh,
cocker.
flintlock. Yeah,
Flintlock
is one of them. Ira says, love this community. You in the chat is always awesome. Oh, thank you, Ira. That's so nice. Sent another $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you.
I don't know.
So
Kicking ass out here.
Say, Tully is saying we could say boomstick. That's true. A boomstick? Hash slinging slasher.
Wow.
Be the hash slinging
That one's
slasher.
special.
I feel like boomstick could be good. I think blunderbuss is also good. I think we can also say gun though because it's part of the game. Like I don't know.
Hey, it's your channel. We're playing with your voice.
I did ask before. I asked Uptown Duck if we could have it in the title, and he was like, "Yeah, it's the name of the thing." And I'm like, "Yeah, but okay."
It is the name of the thing.
It is the name of the thing. It's kind of like if you wanted to search it, like you're gonna have to put gun in the name because it's the name. So I don't know.
Cocker and Slinger.
We could try to find a new way to say it every time we say it in the game. That could be a fun challenge.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
We can play with all these different terms that we have for weapons, projectile weapons.
We're operating within the boundaries of our environment and then a little bit beyond them. Okay.
So it only took us 20 minutes to decide which roles we were going to play.
Yeah, and we started right on time, so it's going great.
Doing good. What do we need to do to set up here? Or make some characters?
Yeah, so we got
you, Rapala.
some questions that we're going to sort of answer as the table. So there is a grand force that has acted on this world called the Twist. Makes things strange and magical in an unpleasant kind of way. It mutates things. It changes the world. This is a slow, world-changing force besides the Night Beasts.
The Night Beasts, of course.
What? Yeah, besides those, what new and hostile force was introduced in the last decade?
Ooh.
How has daily life changed?
What new and hostile force has been introduced in the last decade?
Yeah.
First thoughts, worms.
Worms.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't get struck.
What about like tumbleweed worms?
Oh yeah, it's big. It's like a.
Like what if all the tumbleweeds get together and they make a worm, and then the worm like cover? But curse you, wind.
It's funny because there is also like a mobile provider in Canada called Wind.
I'm not
Oh,
with
okay.
wind, but that would be even more topical, I feel like, if I were. Yeah.
The final part of that question was how has daily life changed now that the tumbleworms are rampant?
I think settlements have walls now.
Okay.
Like not a, maybe like a what is
Like a dome?
like a sandbag sort of, like you're protecting from a flood, but you're trying to prevent tumbleworms.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's good.
Oh yeah, like there's just
Your
sandbags
base.
around to like kind of block. Like it's not a full wall, but they have some kind of barrier between the
Yeah.
city and the outside. Yeah. That makes sense. Or they
I
could
think
be in a dome.
Be in a dome. Maybe some buildings are up on stilts.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you're
that's
out in
good.
the- if
I
you're out
like
in the
that. That
wilds.
makes sense.
And additionally, I'm going to say, if you're going between settlements, like it was always an option to take your cycle, right? But now, like you really need to be using the motor to get out there.
Because if you got caught on foot and the wave
When
of
tumbleworms come by, like
you're done.
Lucy, are you
Yeah.
saying we'll be fine with the tumbleworms? That like we don't have to worry? Is that what you're saying in chat? All I see is you'll be fine. Don't worry.
No, I think it was about titles of YouTube videos.
Oh, for the guns. Yeah, the guns.
DiCarlo asks, you seem to have no audio, at least on Twitch.
Oh,
I don't know if that's true more broadly.
Let me check.
Oh, exciting things happening on the Twitch stream.
Yeah, my internet is just being a butt, so I'm
nobody
gonna
can
go
see
in and check. Yeah, we're just unstable. No audio. Yeah, I don't hear any audio in here. Interesting, but we are talking, and I can see us talking.
I mean, in that
I mean,
we're
wait a
saying
minute.
words.
Is my audio even on the right audio here? Oh, maybe not.
I can't believe they missed the tumbleworm monologues.
I know,
Really?
that's very upsetting. I'm very sad about that.
all the.
Our great
Actually-
monologues. This is weird that the audio isn't going on there.
Well,
Maybe some buildings are up on stilts.
Yeah,
I
ours
can
is
hear
like-
the audio on YouTube.
And
Oh, wait.
When tumbleworms come by, like-
Lucy, are you I can definitely hear it on YouTube. We were sorry, there was probably an echo there as I was listening to us. But yeah, I can hear us on YouTube, but not on Twitch.
that's really odd.
Yeah, I wonder if we dropped on Twitch. Hold on. Are we still live? We're still live.
Interesting.
But no audio.
And doing such a good job.
Yeah. The screams from space. No sound.
mean?
That's weird. That's weird that it's just one of the two.
Oh.
I don't know. Might have to start it and stop and start again. Technical difficulties.
Should I just do more miming to keep them amused?
Yes. Do miming. Although YouTube can hear us.
Oh, YouTube
Oh wait,
can hear us?
YouTube can hear us. Oh wait, we're back on Twitch. I can hear our audio again. Sucked into a void. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened with that. I've never experienced anything like that.
Was it strobing and flickering for you guys too? Because that was very fun on our end.
Oh, I didn't see that. No, I didn't see any strobing or flickering. But it seems to be good now.
All right,
Sound is
well,
back. We're back.
Well, we're back. I don't know what that was. Sorry, guys. That's never happened to me before. Very bizarre. Very bizarre.
Well-
We floundered for a second. Might have been the upload speed. I mean, the upload speed now is great. It's like over 20, so that's perfect.
Best
Wow.
upload speed you've ever seen.
It's what I would expect. It's supposed to be a little bit more than what it is, but yeah. It's pretty good. It says that we're dropping frames again as well, so just a heads up. It might
We
get
don't
weird
need
again.
'em.
We don't
We're
need
all
those
out.
frames. We drop them on purpose. But yeah, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
alas.
Well, I hope you guys heard about our horrific, nightmarish tumbleworms.
Yeah, we were talking about tumbleworms, which have changed everything by making every city have a barrier around it. I know that definitely YouTube will have heard us, but Twitch, I'm sorry if you missed out on that amazing tumbleworm speech.
I mean, it's a short answer, right? Everybody's seen a worm. Everybody's seen a tumbleweed. This place has tumbleworms.
You put it together.
Put it together.
I never
You're
thought-
smart. You can do this.
They know what a tumbleworm is. The Noid, good NPC. Is that the name that you would like to give to the NPC? The Noid?
Our game is now sponsored by Pizza Hut. Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
In
Is
the
that a
last-
Pizza Hut reference?
I think so. I think there's no void the noid. Sorry. Anyways.
The Void.
In the last few years, the ancient force magic has resurfaced.
Oh.
In what form? Is it common? How's it used?
That's such a fun question. Do you know anything about? Is there anything about the setting of this place that we should take into account about? Is there anything established about magic, or are we just get to make that?
I mean, there's some thoughts, but nothing that I'm gonna care to stick to.
Okay.
I think magic has resurfaced.
Yes, that's right.
Amanda writing her exam, rewriting the question, and the answer, trying to fill up space.
The way that we fix infrastructure problems relating to the study of the humanities is the following 3 reasons that I am developing for this answer question.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My frames are dropping like crazy. I think magic has resurfaced through the creatures.
I see. We've got magical creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've had the night beasts, the tumbleworms, for a little while.
sure.
Has something changed about them? I guess.
I think it's just more present and with other creatures. There's a strange bioluminescence at night that there didn't used
I think
to be.
things learned how to fly.
Yes, for sure.
Ooh.
And in all the old stories, Pegasi are a beautiful sort of beacon, but to see one in real life is deeply unnerving.
Can we
And I
also
think
say
it's like extending to all creatures, but it's not consistent. So like not every single like thing can fly all the time, but like maybe every now and then you see a tumbleworm flying and it's horrific.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Babies?
my brain over here was saying, well, what if the kids are born
Victormar, thank you for following.
weird? And I was thinking, what if the children are born with writing on their skin?
Yeah, sick.
That sounds
Phrases
cool.
like not sure the meaning of.
Yeah. But they're used to divine things.
Yeah.
Albeit not an accepted science of magic.
Have a good night, Daniel. Thanks so much for being here. 4 a.m. Gotta get up for 4 a.m. is what it is. 100%.
That's what it is. We gotta start earlier for day.
I'm not
Yeah.
dropping anything right now. I'm only picking things up. That's right, T. Carlo.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Okay.
Just dropping straight fire. What's the next question?
Our next question is: the Twist recently destroyed the region's largest city. What was its name? What changed?
Do we know what the twist is at all?
It's the strange magic that's sort of. We know that whatever ate all the celestial bodies and left a new, strange, twisted moon and our sun. That is the nature of the twist,
Okay.
but not really why. You know what? I'll voice this one. I'm going to be the maestro, and I got to do twisty stuff.
Yeah.
I think the largest city was destroyed because everywhere that writing appeared overnight on its walls, every surface, the writing corroded through it. And so the whole city sort of crumbled to dust under a kind of magical graffiti that appeared
That's
overnight.
very creepy. This really is post-apocalyptic, this game. That sounds very cool. I really like that.
And
Thank you
the
for
city
the
was
hype.
named Hartburg.
Hardburg?
It sounds a little like heartburn, so I don't love that.
What if it's named Hartford?
Yeah, sure. It's Heartburn Hamlet.
Heartburn Hamlet.
Hartford Hamlet was our biggest city? I guess
I mean,
there's not a lot of cities here.
not a lot of cities, I think.
Is our
It was
biggest.
It was its name before the fall, right?
Right.
And so different areas persevered. So our next question is, what major landmarks remain?
Hmm.
Everyone creates at least one.
Let's just create one.
Let's create one.
Each?
One.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
I was thinking of the observatory.
Great.
You
Love
know,
to
like
see
a
it.
giant telescope somewhere. Might
A
be
giant
interesting.
telescope.
Here's the twisted moon.
Yeah.
That's what's in the town?
We're just coming up with some landmark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So what if there's like a massive observatory that somehow is still standing, and has like a huge telescope used to be used to like search deep space or whatever. But now, at least the story goes, there's scientists there, researchers, wizards, who are trying to divine what has happened to the moon, understand the twist. I don't know. Yeah.
Cool. Don
Yeah.
Blair, thank you for subscribing. And Victor, thank you so much for saying that you love my water bottle. That's so nice of you. It is very also Westerny themed, I'm now realizing as well.
Oh, true.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for joining us and chatting and following.
The gun is magical, sentient, and speaks. How common is this? Can objects beside guns speak? How do people typically react?
Oh, I think DiCarlo was also suggesting Hartford as a name. It's also a good name.
Hartford
actually.
is great.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Hartford.
Maybe it's
That
Hartford.
seems better than heartburn.
I mean, Hartford is pretty good. I think maybe we should take that suggestion. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yeah,
We're taking it.
sweet.
We owe DiCarlo some things anyway.
Yes, thank you, DiCarlo. Also, yes, if you would like to let us know the name of an NPC, or if you'd like to let me know which color I should change. If you already said it in chat and I missed it, my apologies. But yes.
Okay, so how common is talking objects? Can objects beside the gun speak?
Do you have a feeling on this, Amanda? You are the talking gun. Do you want to be?
I think, yeah, some objects can speak. What do you guys think?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like relatively rare, is my sense. But
Yeah,
it's not
it's not like impossible. It's not like I think that, you'd be like, wait, what? Like, but it would be surprising. It's not common.
Yeah.
I think it's only like really powerful items. Or like items that have like some kind of like major significance. So there's like certain artifacts in the world that can speak.
Does it make them valuable? Would people react by do people try to steal sentient objects? Maybe to put in zoos, or maybe they're believed to have divine, important divine powers or information.
I think there's a collector out in the wilds, out in the wastes. There's a rich bitter man who collects these speaking objects, these sentient objects.
So there's a good price for them.
There's a good price for them, yeah.
Ooh, I'd love to go to his house.
Maybe you will.
Maybe I will.
Great. People occasionally find simple stone relics, orbs, spheres, and pyramids with glowing inlays. How do they feel? What is their theoretical purpose?
Whoa.
Oof.
Wild.
Okay.
That's a big move.
So the Noid is the NPC name, I believe, that DiCarlo has given us. Multicolored is what he's requesting for the lights, which I can do. And he's also suggesting, how about Jonah Hex gun? Like,
Isn't the gun's called Jonah Hex?
Yeah. I mean,
sure. That's you. If
that's
you're down.
me. I mean, I could be Jonah Hex.
Hex is an excellent name for a gun.
It
really is. I think
mean,
maybe I'm just Hex. What do you think? Just Hex.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay, great.
Sick.
Wow, we sure have more questions.
What's the theoretical purpose of the simple stone relics?
I think they keep being placed in the observatory, and it makes the observatory more powerful. Why? No one really knows. It was brought there to study them, but then every time they bring a new object, the observatory sees a little more of the twisted moon.
Cool. Okay. So we're not really sure why, but as they get brought to the observatory, its power increases. Okay, we've got some questions for our characters.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Also, Trekopedia, I'm sorry to hear that people were trying to gatekeep you because you like Superman's new costume. That's not cool, man. You are a real Superman fan, so don't listen to those people. Don't listen to them. That's my
People
advice.
try to gatekeep me too when I share my Superman costume opinions.
Do they? Do you have a lot of opinions?
it shouldn't only be the underwear, Kurt. And I'm like, that's the important part.
That's the clearly
It should
iconic part.
only be the underwear.
Just
Only
red
the
eye-
underwear.
just like-
That's all you want. Fair enough.
That's all anyone
Yeah,
wants.
no one should gatekeep you either, Kurt. You are also definitely a Superman fan if ever I've
Thank you.
seen one.
I just want to see him out there serving Clark.
Sorry.
I can't finish that joke on stream.
Not on
But
stream,
imagine
but
I
we
did.
know where you're going.
That's very funny.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
very funny.
I hope your
Thank
auto
you for the hydrate for Paula.
I did.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Amanda, get ready. We're going to alternate back and forth on questions for the slinger and for the gun.
Oh,
That sound
okay.
That sounds like the
What
perfect-
page is that?
We're on page 54 and 55.
Whoa.
But it's okay if you're not there. We'll just say them.
54 and 55. No, I can be there. I can be there. I have the book right here. I'm just there. We go.
I'm going to
Go
ask
speak.
you a question and me a question, and then we'll both come up with answers. All ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Amanda, you weren't always this cold steel body. Who or what were you? What do you remember? And how does your body feel?
I used to be an otter.
What?
What?
I used to be an otter before I was a gun.
Whoa! That's
And I do remember being an otter. I remember swimming and frolicking and having fun. And my body feels like slick.
Cool. Seems really good for a firearm.
Yeah, slick.
Whoa!
No, that actually
Oh,
makes
like
sense.
more like smooth is what I was thinking. Not slick,
Oh, I
like
see.
slippery.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
Okay.
sometimes. I don't know. It depends. How do you feel about holding hex, I guess?
It makes sense to me if it's a like use protection thing. You know, like if the wrong person picks up the blunderbuss, then
Yeah, slips through your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can be as slippery as you want, perhaps.
inspirational words to live by 2024.
You can be as slippery as you want, Anthony McKnight.
Be your
All right.
your most slippery self. That's what we've always said in this stream.
We always say.
I always say that.
All right, so now I ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
In the
First one
last
is-
few months, something awoke and now hunts you. What? Have you seen it? Are you aware? John, thanks for following the channel.
I can only see it in my dreams. So I can't even be sure that it's real. But I have like photorealistic dreams of real places that I know that I've been to recently, and I can see the thing stalk through that place, and I know it's coming for me. What is it? I think to me, in the dream, it looks like a night beast, whatever these creatures are, and a human have fused together, like a strange, unholy union, and it walks like a person that has the massive, triangular, frightening head of a night beast. Yeah,
That's sick.
Sure.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
sick as hell.
Interesting.
All right, Amanda, you ready?
Yeah.
You may be a weapon, but you're more than that.
Yeah.
Besides violence, what else are you a tool for?
What else am I a tool for? I think I can be used to open crates. I think I'm also like kind of a crowbar. Chris, thank you for the late night snacks. Oh, you have no idea how excited I am about that. Thank you so much, Chris. Oh, I need to put that above the tip jar. Oh no. How do you guys feel about that? Are you okay? Did I break you?
Right.
Was it good? Was it as good for you as it was for me, saying that I was a crowbar?
Otter that's been turned into a blunderbuss. Like all these open crates.
I feel like that would be useful, though, no? Having a weapon that you can also use to open crates.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
video game logic is very
That'll
useful.
do it, yeah.
You never know when you're going to come upon a crate, right?
There might be some crates in this game.
If I'm not throwing out crates, then I'm not doing my job.
How about some symbiotes? Some symbiotes in the story, DiCarlo? Or in terms of what I can be used for? To fight symbiotes? I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm a symbiotic crowbar.
What's your next question for Anthony?
The twist marked and changed you. How are you marked? What new ability does it grant? How must you care for it?
How much you care for it is a really cool question. Okay, my first thought here is I wake up every morning and I look, in the broken mirror, and there's new text scrawled across my face.
Oh.
It's fairly long, it's like an entire paragraph of a long forgotten sacred text is just scrawled across my whole face, and it's a new one every day.
Oh, damn.
Scrawled across your face every day? New?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who put it there?
I don't know.
Do you ever worry how Hartford fell? That you would also
Start to
collapse
melt away?
inward, yeah.
I think I do worry about that, and I think it's starting to happen. Sometimes pieces of me are lost as the writing shifts. There's a notch out of my ear. My nose is starting to collapse inwards.
Oh, you're becoming like a ghoul. Sounds like.
I think I know that reference from the ads on the subway.
Yeah, like from Fallout. Yeah. Fallout.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Fallout?
There hasn't been a new Fallout game in years.
Show.
Oh, what's the point of that?
There was a show, so there was ads for the show.
What's the point of that? Kurt,
what's the point of that? It's its own story, actually, in the universe. So, it's
I hope you have a good time with it.
It's really good. It's really good. I would recommend checking it out if you like Fallout. Even if you don't like Fallout, it's just a really good show, honestly. But
I mean, I like Fallout, but I feel like people always gatekeep my opinion about Fallout.
Your opinion of Fallout is that you can't.
No, it's that the underwear is the most important part.
Why is there any other clothing?
Why is there any other clothing?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. No, I did know about the show. I was being obtuse. What's the next question for me?
You're directly connected to Magic's global flowing lines and fields. How can only you use them to affect your surroundings? How can only you use them to affect your surroundings?
I think that I can read them. I think that I can tell where magic is, and so I can direct you in ways to avoid or deal with the magic based on the information that I provide you. It's kind of like a readout, maybe on the side. It's you can just kind of scan an area instead of just shooting. And then it says what type of magic's over there, if there's any magic over there, gives you information. So that way it can be used so that you can ascertain stuff. How do I use them to affect your surroundings? How do I use them to affect my surroundings? I mean, I think I can be adjusted to deal with that magic. So I think when you use me to scan and ask me to adjust my settings so that we're properly calibrated to deal with whatever threats lies before us.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Cool.
Ask me a question.
I will ask you. You have a trinket from the home you no longer have. What is it, and what does it do, and what does it mean to you?
Okay. Question.
Use divining rod.
It's my mother's music box.
Yeah.
And it opens and like has a little crank on the side, and the like little metal horse riders ride in a circle around the outside as it plays. Um, and it's the only way I can fall asleep anymore is by cranking it and listening to it as it goes. And I think as I like feel like I am being consumed by this world, I'm losing my face. I've had to do things that feel like they're not me, and so I feel like I'm losing all identity. And the music box is what keeps me connected to who I used to be, to the child inside of me.
Nice. That sounds great, honestly. I love that. That's so cute. Okay.
Amanda, are you ready?
Yes.
What do you want more than anything else? And what do you fear? What do you want more than anything else? And what do you fear?
I think I want to go to the bottom of the ocean more than anything else.
Is this in you?
Yeah, I was never able to go that deep as an otter, but I feel like as a gun, I stand a better chance of surviving the pressure because I'm a smaller object and I'm made out of metal. And I'm also have some magical properties. So, yeah. I've always been curious about what's down there. So that's what I want.
What do you fear?
I fear, I think I fear being lost.
Yeah. You have no control over your own movement anymore.
Yeah, it's like there are places that I would like to go and things I would like to see for sure, but mostly I'm just afraid of like getting stuck in a place because no one knows where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be really boring.
That would be really boring.
Really boring. Yeah.
It's definitely boring.
Also, hi KO Joe. Yeah, it would not be good. I don't want to be bored. If there's anything I want the least, it'd be bored. Let's not do that.
Is that a characteristic of hacks, that like the thing that you hate most is to be bored?
Yeah, I think I really don't like being bored.
I like that. I like kind of like an antsy attention.
Antsy slick gun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh my gosh. What are you seeking? What do you fear?
Yeah, question. What am I seeking? I feel like it's just such a hard question, man. It's
right. What are you seeking? That's like big question.
It's like I feel like in the broadest sense, it makes sense to me if my character wants answers.
Thank you for your hydrate.
Like there's this mysterious thing sprawling across his face. It's destroyed the largest city, maybe a place he called home. This writing is just appearing everywhere. This otherworldly graffiti. I think it makes sense if I want to know why. But does anybody have any ideas for something concrete, maybe, that I could want connected to that, or even not connected to that?
There are a couple of suggestions about sort of goals that you might have as a duo. Do you wish to defeat the thing that hunts? Do you want to cure the twist? Do you want to restore the gun's original body? There's different tangible goals that you might be looking to fulfill.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we probably want to do something really close to like curing the twist, but maybe with like twist that a little bit, and like I think that want to know why is big. there's every morning I wake up and I like read this strange alien text on my face, and it seems to be telling me something, some story about where the twist came from or why we deserved it. But I'm only getting pieces and shreds. I imagine opening the book that my writing comes from and being able to put it all together. That would feel like finality, and maybe with that, I understand how to undo it. You know, maybe the curing comes with that.
That makes sense to me.
Well, and I fear the thing that hunts me, and I fear becoming completely inhuman. I'm on my way there. I don't want to go all the way.
Gotcha.
Okay, we have a couple questions for the Gun Slinger. Should we go them really fast?
Yeah.
I'm not. Here's the thing. If we have half of our session be character creation or more, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
We answer that.
Also, the person who wakes up tomorrow is me, and
That's true. You have a real job.
don't care that much today.
I mean, I have to wake up in the morning
Oh, you do?
Oh,
as well,
sorry.
but also, you know, I mean, I'll be fine. I'm used to living my. I slept a lot last night, you know, so that means I don't have to sleep as much tonight, right?
That's how it works.
Is that
I
work?
already slept yesterday.
Right.
I'm fine.
Done.
Fine. But yeah,
Jennifer,
also I'm having
what's
fun, so that's important. Is my soulmate sleep? Is that what you're saying, DiCarlo? Maybe. Fortune 500, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. So kind of you.
You think it's 500, or do you think it's fortune shunned?
No, it's Fortune 500. Because he clarified.
Oh,
He
I
clarified
see.
what their name was.
Now I know.
Now you know. Now you know.
I think it would have been cooler if it was fortune shunned, but that's
Fortune
fine.
done.
Destiny reneged upon.
Destiny refused. Yeah, Fortune 500.
But that's fine.
Also, I like the try again sticker. It's so cute.
Find the name.
Try again to sleep.
Right.
We'll see.
Gun Slinger.
Gun
All right,
Slinger.
now
Let's
these
ask some questions. Also, I don't know. I find character creation is just also like really interesting.
It's the best part of the game.
Yeah, it honestly is the best part of the game. I mean, not always, but usually this is where the magic happens.
All right, Amanda, you ready?
I'm ready.
Where was the gun found, and how long have we wandered together?
I
What's
think
it
you
called?
found me in a bathroom.
A bathroom?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
I think I was left there.
By somebody else.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think about how long since you've been an otter, but I guess it's been a while.
How
I
long
didn't-
since
I
I've
didn't-
been an otter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay. Found you in a bathroom.
You found me in a bathroom, yeah. Yeah, I was not an otter in the bathroom at any point that I recall.
Can we say that I stole you in a bathroom?
Yeah, I like that. You stole me.
Showering?
Like someone
And-
was in the toilets or in the shower or something. You grabbed the
I
weapon.
reached into the bag. I took it.
You dirty little bastard.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it's a great
pretty
collector.
sinister of you, but I like it.
Yeah. Well, I knew I could get a good price for you to collect it. But I think something you said to me along the way made me change my mind and keep you with me for a while.
Yep.
How long ago was that? How
5 years ago.
Yeah, nice. I was gonna say I think we know each other well.
Yeah,
Sick.
I agree. I think we know each other well.
All right. What do we disagree about?
Ooh.
What do we disagree about? I think we disagree about where to eat.
You
You don't eat, Shirley.
I know I
Right.
don't eat, but there are certain places of certain policies, and I don't like. There's certain policies that I don't like people to enact in regards to me as hacks.
Sometimes you have to be holstered, and you hate that.
I hate
It's so
it.
boring.
I hate
It's
it.
like a PP2
I hate when people
situation.
when you can't put it on the table. I just want to be on the table. I don't ask for much. And then some places, make you check your weapons. That's the worst, honestly. Because then I have to sit next to all these other weapons. And
And many of them are boring and non-sentient.
yeah, so many of them are non-sentient. Do you know how many times? So I'm just sitting there. No one's got anything to say. Nothing's happening. It's just I'm in a box. I hate it.
So imagine being laid with a bunch of corpses.
Yeah,
and you're
basically.
Just there.
It's honestly, it's a bit traumatic, if I'm being honest.
I just imagine you like in the box, just like, so you guys shoot anything cool recently?
How often
Silence.
do you feel it's necessary to go to places that check your weapons at the door? Because this is a disagreement point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe some of those places are some of the places where like they have the best food or like food that you like. Maybe there's a specific type of food that you like, and a lot of the food of that kind comes from those types of places.
That's what I tell you. But what's actually true is that sometimes I cannot stand you anymore, and I have to put you in a box. And so I will bring you to a restaurant where things have to be checked, and I will have a moment of peace.
Oh my gosh, I hate it. But I love it. Yeah, it's very good.
All right. Oh, wait. I guess this isn't something I completely understood. How does sharing each other's thoughts feel?
Oh!
I guess sometimes
that's
we share each
interesting.
other's thoughts.
Yeah, I guess we share each other's thoughts. I guess we don't share each other all of each other's thoughts.
I think it's when we're like in a certain mode. Like I think we can enter like soul bond mode. And
like
we
maybe
can
if we get concentrated.
also, DeCarlo, was that what you're talking about? How we're each other's soulmates because I'm a gun and Anthony's a slinger? Because that honestly, it sounds like a form of it. This is an interesting relationship.
It's fun hearing Amanda imagine what other people might have meant.
It's like new prompts.
New interpretations come into my mind.
We'll revisit your soulmate comment in about 5 more minutes from now and try to figure out what it means then.
We'll figure it out in the stream.
Darn tootin'.
Okay, but how does it feel? How does it feel?
I think it feels kind of itchy.
Yeah, I think it's like it's uncomfortable.
Woo! Thank you for the on-screen celebration.
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's a new thing that they added on Twitch.
Sick.
You can spend bits and choose an emote, and then you can also make emotes bigger in chat as well. You can gigantify them one time.
Whoa.
Yeah, with some bits.
Gigantify.
That's when you make big.
You got it, Kurt. You're so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how does it feel? I think we realize that it's like very useful at times, right? Like if we can be in each other's brains, we become a much more cohesive duo, and we can like act much more like confidently. You can feel the magic ley lines in the ground, and you know like how to draw power from it. And so that immediately communicates to me, and I can then whip around and use you more effectively. But I think, as you say, it feels itchy, and the itchiness, the discomfort grows. So the longer we are,
the longer we stay in that mode, the more itchy we get. Yeah,
Ooh, that's
it really sucks to be itchy as well as a gun because you can never itch. You have no control.
I'll sometimes scratch you. Like, no, those loud. Those are right.
Thank you for the hype. Thank you for the hype, DeCarlo. Thank you so much.
On-screen celebration.
On-screen celebration.
I can do it for 0 bits. Woo!
Wow, it's so cool.
That's pretty cool.
I think that's my questions.
I think so.
That's it. Yeah. I think we have to decide now what our heading is.
What your heading is?
Yeah. What our adventure is going to be. It looks like is the next page.
I feel like we've kind of already settled on it.
Yeah.
You're looking for truth,
Yeah.
so that you can maybe stop the twist, at least for your own selves.
Yeah. Do you want more like concrete? Like, what does that mean?
If something crosses your mind during play, voice it to me, and we shall actualize.
I like the idea of finding a book. I don't know, it seems cool that there might be a book out there somewhere.
Great.
But
find the book.
How to
Whoa! DeCarlo, look at that Jeff emote. Look at the detail. I love actually when people gigantify Jeff because then you get to really see the detail on the plush. That is just a picture of Jeff that was turned into an emote for me by my friend Angel.
Yeah, I know Jeff. You know how when cookies, I've watched previous streams as well.
Have you? The cookies. You watched the cookies stream where we made Jeff cookies. Yeah.
I was there. Saying dumb
Oh,
things.
that's what I should do. I still have dough in my freezer or my fridge. I need to. Gotta do
This
that.
is my fault. This is my fault. If I'm not propelling things, I'm.
That's true, actually, because in the few circumstances where you've not been the person running the game, you are an agent of chaos.
Yeah.
You need to be on the straight and narrow, otherwise you divert us.
Causing problems, yeah.
That's good. It's only fair.
Disruptive.
Don't
in
worry, I'm not
class.
gonna make cookies right now. I just mean that's something I gotta do at some point because that dough has to get used.
That would be the twist.
I got more dough, you know.
Okay, folks, you each got 3 stats. 1 is 2, 1 is 1, 1 is 0. Gun, your stats are embodiment of magic, sharp for a gun, and just a little bit mean. What's 2? What's 1? What's 0?
I think.
This is on the play sheet as
Yeah. What? Agent of trickery, agent of peace, agent of fury.
Yeah, that's right.
Is on the play sheet. Yeah. I see what you mean. I'm going to say, I think. What are my
2, 1,
options again
0.
for the numbers? 5.
2, 1.
I'm like, wait, is a 3 good? And you're like, is it 5? The real answers are 2, 1, and 0.
Oh, 2, 1, and 0. 2 then for embodiment of magic. I think sharp for a gun is 1, and 0 just a little bit mean. I don't think I'm mean, but I am a little bit sharp, and I am very magical as I can be. Rapala, thank you for the Jeffs. Jeffs.
Nice.
How about you? What do you have here? You have.
I've got 3 skills there. I've been around and good in a fight and light on my toes. The way that I've been imagining the slinger, I feel like definitely gets into scraps, but I feel like there's something of a knowledge that's important to them. So I kind of feel like I want to do the I've been around.
I've been around. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense to me.
And I'll do 1 good for good in a fight and 0 for light on my toes. I guess I'm not too fast.
Fair?
Oh.
That's on me.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. So now we have everything settled in terms of playing. Now here's the big twist. Folks watching at home may not realize this. Certainly my co-streamers don't. This game is played using a Go Fish resolution mechanic.
What?
Yay!
That's exciting.
It is exciting. So I will ask each of you on our playingcards.io page to draw 5 cards from the deck. And
Okay.
your hand is at the bottom, so just draw them right into your hand.
Are these cards secret from you?
I won't see them.
Well, you can see my screen.
I mean, I'm not gonna look.
Don't cheat, Kurt.
And this game can be played without a maestro, so I can only cheat so much anyway.
Just trying to see you can see my cards.
Did I lose a card? I seem to.
Do you have cards too? Oh, we all have cards.
We all have a hand of 5 cards. Yes,
Okay,
I can
so we're
play
all
my
playing
cards.
Go Fish against each other. 3-player Go Fish.
Sure.
Okay.
I would ask that if you have any pairs, place them face down in front of you in the section called Your Role Cache. Pairs, set them aside.
I have a pair, and Amanda has a pair. Just so you at home know.
Yeah,
If you were wondering.
we're paired up.
Great. So,
Said no one ever in maybe the history of this game, but
we're paired up.
Paired up.
There's basically 2 ways that this game resolves challenges.
okay.
When one of you is trying to accomplish something, you're going to play a little round of Go Fish of sorts. Sorry, I've done things to my setup so that I can see it better. Has anyone else noticed this is a deeply unflattering angle for me to just casually be doing this whole game?
Like
That's
that?
fine. I'm not thinking about it or anything. So, when one of these people is a gun a person, only in America. When one of these 2 is trying to do something, I'm going to call for a check,
Okay.
and I will decide how difficult it is. That'll choose a number. And then the person who's trying to do it is going to ask one of us, do you have a 5? Do you have a 10? Just a card. Do you have a
Right.
this? We do.
Okay.
We pass it to you. You don't. You draw. Then I reveal the difficulty of the check.
Ooh,
And you get
the
to compare it.
difficulty of the check.
Difficulty of the check. Then you play a pair.
Okay.
And that's the value that you're putting forward is the number that you have chosen.
Okay.
You can then be helped by the other player if you're not quite where you need to be, or you can request a bargain, or maybe you just fail. There's only one other way that we can resolve checks, which is when you try to do violence together. And if you do that, I'll explain it when we get there. There's only so much room in brains.
Okay. Cool.
Great. Is there special stuff? Special cool moves and powers? Yes, but I'm certainly not going to tell you about them right now. If you happen to glance at your sheet and decide you want to use one, more power to you. But that's not the kind of thing that I'm going to be providing today. Know that this system has more interesting buttons that one could push if one was not doing a one-shot that started at 9:30.
Yeah, to be fair.
It's 10:30.
Yes, that's true.
Nope.
And we have not started yet, but we have
We
created
have
our
a
characters.
sense already played. We're getting, in case anybody's listening in on the chat, we are getting chirped.
Yeah.
We're getting spouse-based heckled. And I don't just mean fake spouse of Anthony and Kurt.
Kurt has a real spouse.
I have a real spouse in real life.
We can hear it in real time. We're
you
part
can?
of it.
Well, that's special.
It is. We're all
You can
here.
probably even
as a
see
community.
glimpses of the video game that's being played on the sneaky mirror just behind us.
Video game stream.
Video game stream
Add
all
the
along.
tags.
Surprise.
Add it to the tags.
Yeah, video game stream.
Hashtag Nintendo Switch. Oh,
Lucy,
see, that
thank you
was
so much
enough.
for gifting a sub to Jubal Raw.
Nice.
Jubal Raw? Thank you so much, Lucy. I'm going to spin the wheel for you. We still have to do something awful for you, but that's coming up very soon,
Yes.
I imagine.
I'll tell you how it starts as soon as you spin that wheel.
Amanda's choice.
Amanda's choice.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good. Choose Amanda.
I'm going to pick a K&A high five.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Because I
Actually,
couldn't
no.
stand that tease at the beginning of the stream. It was too much for me.
We know how to flirt. Honey.
Yeah.
What do you gotta say?
So, Lucy, that high five was for you. From me, for you. From you, from me, for you.
There you go. We weren't involved.
No, we didn't do
No,
anything.
it wasn't us.
Okay.
It's the morning. During any nightfall in this land, there's the sound of beasts crawling over the landscape. The tumble, the fleshy tumble of the tumbleworm. The flapping of deep wings somewhere out of sight. And there's also, of course, that strange buzz you hear from the moon. Almost that same high sound when you heard something too loud, hurt your ears, but feel it in your bones. And this morning, you wake up, and today's a special day. Of course, you both know that. Today is the day that you elected to travel to the bookkeeper to try and get your hands on the book. You both know well that the bookkeeper stubbornly remained in the ruins of Hartford after its collapse. No one's been back there since, but rumor has it they're still out there. Unfortunately, today started with something real awful. Those runes that are always crisscrossing your face every morning, today burns a little more. What part of you is damaged or lost this morning?
What a way to start off the game.
I think as I wake up, can't see out of my left eye. And like I always do every morning, I slam the music box shut and grab Hex and stumble to the nearest mirror and look into the mirror. And written right across my eye, etched in the deep cuts, is the word.
Icarus.
Is the word egress.
Did you say hey, Chris?
I said, hey, Chris, yeah.
I like egress. Egress.
Egress is good, though. I like it.
Right across the eye, and the cuts are so deep. They have damaged my eye. I can't open it, and blood oozes from the wound.
Damn.
Not looking good for our Canadian sports ball teams. Sports puck teams, I guess I should say. But I'm not surprised that the Blue Jays lost to the Red Sox. That's what I'm going to say about that.
Oh, the Oilers are going to lose.
They might. 8 minutes to go. This is the time for them to pull it off, if they're going to pull it off. Otherwise, it'll be Florida.
Damn.
Hey, Duncan, how's it going? I only know about these things through my audience. Letting me know about sports, and so I'm keeping up through them. I live through all of you for sports.
I think you do hear a crackling on the radio, because there's still some pirate stations on the airwaves. You can hear a report of some local podunk league in the next town over. This is the sound that maybe rouses you in the morning. Is Hex listening to the radio? Does Hex follow sports? I think it's just it's like motor polo, I think.
Thank you for the hydrate, Chubby Boy Gang. And Christopher, congrats on the 7-stream streak. Thanks for streaking.
Motor polo sounds sick, by the way, because this is polo and motorbikes. As far as I understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Polo.
That sounds dangerous as hell.
Yeah, it does.
So you can hear the old-timey announcer on the radio, crackly and low fidelity AM stations, these pirate radios, and you can hear it. And in the new league with the Tumbleworms against the Pegasi, local upstart Randy McGee fell to a tumbleworm infestation late in the game last night. Nothing left of him. Family wanted the bones, but the league claimed him first. More on motor polo at our next update.
I think it's messed up. They put the worms in the ring with the boys.
That's the way the sport's going now. It's more about the fighting than it's about the actual artistry, but gotta say, I kind of like the new direction. It's brutal, though. I agree.
Makes sense. You've always been thirsty for blood, Hex.
I can't help it. I'm a gun.
Cook, who's the cook in this place. Everybody just calls him Cook. Cook laughs from the other room. Gun, you don't know nothing about the sport. You don't know a damn thing.
I know about water polo. And it's very similar to motor polo, just with motors.
You don't know nothing about water polo neither.
Why do you say that? Because I'm a gun? I can't know sports?
Cook lumbers into the room from the other end, still holding, I think, a pot where maybe was simmering some fava beans for the morning meal. Points at did the Slinger have a name?
No, the Slinger doesn't have a name.
Points at Slinger, which is fine. Points at Slinger, says, "Hey kid, you don't look so good."
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's more of your letters, eh?
Yeah. They cut real deep this morning.
Well, shit. I think he kind of leans back against the wall, still absently stirring the pot, and says, "Wasn't today the day you two were going to go see the bookkeeper?"
Yeah, that was the plan. But... Hey, do you know what this word means? Egress.
Kind of like pulls open your lids, get a better look. Yeah. It's like it's an escape.
Shit. I mean, I guess that's a sign, right?
I don't think any of us are getting out of here. Ain't that right, Gun?
I can only get wherever you take me.
Well, you never stop reminding me of that. I just mean, it means to go, to get out of here. That's what we're gonna do. The words, they tell me what to do. Every morning they tell me what to do. There's always a meaning of them. And when I do it, I promise you, it served me well. So, I think we gotta go. Next.
Well, pick me up then.
You wanna go?
Yeah, wherever you go, I go.
You're not just a gun. You got decisions in this place. You're my partner.
I know, that's why I said wherever you go, I go. Because we're partners.
Cook lets out a big laugh, shakes his head, says, Kid, you two ever even been to Hartford?
I used to live there. Before, you know.
I'll be damned. Huh. Can't be fun imagining going back. Okay?
No. There's some parts I don't want to see. But, you know, Hartford had this happen. Just the same. And I gotta wonder, is it happening to me?
Shit, kid. I don't like to hear that. Hey, puts a hand on Slinger's shoulder, puts a hand on Gun's barrel. You two be safe out there. It's gonna be lonely without you. Hey, before you go, I reckon you should go prepared.
What do you think?
Well, have you seen the herbalist? Have you seen the juggler? One of them you should certainly visit.
No, I mean, I haven't thought about it. I'm just waking up.
You've been planning this for months, kid.
But it's more about the heart of it, the bravery of it. You're right. We should pair. Is the juggler in town?
Cook points out the window, where you can see standing on a rooftop, just as that sun crests up over the edge of the plain, you can see a contact juggler plying their trade.
Oh.
Balls moving left and right and up and down, crystal in the sun.
Well, be damned. Max, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we should definitely go talk to that juggler.
We go to the herbalist. I don't know. We get salves for this, but the juggler's got more
Finesse.
and interesting wares to share with us. So, the juggler.
Let's do it.
All right. Cook.
Yeah.
We'll miss you.
He makes kind of a gesture and heads back to stir his pot of beans.
We kick through
Me in your sweater.
Sorry about
and stomp through the dust towards the roof or whatever where the contact juggler is. What do you think of Cook? I ask Hex as we're walking across the square.
I think we should be wary of him a bit.
Yeah? You always
Yeah.
do seem suspicious.
Well, I feel like maybe because I'm a gun, I'm just pretty wary of people I don't know. I think when you're a weapon, it does something to your mind. It makes you, like, really defensive, I guess. Maybe it's because that's what I can be used for. I don't know. But I just feel like he seems nice, but how do we know we can trust him?
And well, you were made to kill. It's got to do something to you. Hey, jokes!
You can see the figure on the rooftop. I think it's
Is this the Noid?
Yeah, this is Noid the juggler.
The juggler.
Noid turns and still moving those crystalline, beautiful orbs around, and you can see that one of them has those striations and patterns that orbs and pyramids taken to the observatory do. Noid sort of does the chin gesture down towards you and says, "What ails you, travelers?"
We're going into the wilds. Deep towards the twist. So what's left? Hartford.
A wicked grin plays across Noid's face. Noid points down towards the both of you and says, the scrawled slinger, the ocean gun. You two, into the wilds?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're ready to go into the wilds. But we thought maybe before we left, we should check in with you to see if you got any, I don't know, maybe some repellent for the tumbleworms?
Anything to protect us up there.
Juggler climbs down. I think it's kind of an earth berm structure, one of those sort of built into the side of a hill. And so it's an inelegant gesture for someone who's been performing such elegant gestures this morning. Noid says, I have options. There's, well, what can you afford?
Yeah, that's a good question. And think about this hex. We don't have a lot to spare.
What can we afford? Well, I mean, you could always trade out my scope.
What?
Noid's eyes light up. Not a bad trade.
I
You know, the McGee boy fell in polo this morning. Frees up a moto.
Yeah, we heard about that. I mean, look, I know the scope is important, but we don't really need it. I think your aim is pretty good. And, you know, there's lots of other tricks I have up my sleeves. So I know we saved up for that upgrade, but this might be something we need more than a scope where we're going.
Scope's part of you. It's like you're selling your leg. Sure?
Well, we bought it as an upgrade. So it's more like I'm selling an upgrade to my leg that also is kind of my leg, but we can always get a new leg.
The metaphor definitely breaks down when you put it like that.
Because you bought that leg for me, so are you implying that I'm always legless?
Well, you don't have any legs, I'll be honest.
It's true. I am always legless. That is true. I never thought about it like that.
I mean, I hate to sell the scope, but if we don't have a cycle out there, I mean, if a wave of tumbleworms comes, we're just dead meat.
That's right. What's good as scope if I'm just abandoned in the dirt because you can it, you know?
Yeah. All right.
What are you even doing out there? Out in the wastes?
Nothing.
Good one, Max.
genuinely don't want him to gain anything from the nothing, I might call for a check.
Okay, all right. All right. Also, after this scene, I might just need to take a bio break.
Yeah.
Sure, of course, yeah.
All right. So if he asks for a check, then he's gonna ask. No. Yes. You're gonna ask us for cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it would be a check from our gun.
Yes. From
yeah.
me. You want me to check?
Yeah. So it would
Okay.
be.
So do I
here's how
ask for a card?
Yes. So the
Carlo,
first step
oh
is.
my gosh. Look at that danger dance. Look at it go.
Seriously,
Massive.
so the next thing you do is ask one of us for a card.
Thank you for the
of a
hydrate
particular
recall.
type.
Okay. Kurt, do you have a 4?
I will check. I do have a 4.
Oh,
so I
yay.
Oh, nice, nice.
I'm just going to lay it on the table here, and you can pull it into your hand.
Oh, I pull it into my hand.
Yeah, unless you have a pair.
I
in
do.
Which case, put the pair on the table, face down. Not that it matters really, but that's how it's done.
Okay.
And then here's how this will go. I am going to say how much this check costs, and I think it's not a hard check, so doing it will cost, let's say 5.
Okay.
You have to play a pair
Yeah.
if you can. And that's worth its value. You are trying to move
right.
it-
So whatever the number is on the 2 cards, add that together, and that's the value.
Nope, just one of the numbers.
Just the number. So it's a pair of 4s.
Okay. So I would have to then spend this pair, my 9s.
Okay,
Is that what
great.
you're saying?
You got it.
I mean, that's an easy win, right?
All right.
Well done, Hex.
There we go. So you can just set your cards aside, your 9s aside.
Okay. There we go.
Cool. So, I probably should have asked this before you were doing this, but is there like no, you know what? I know the answer. So, Noid is so damn curious about what you're doing. Noid is so furiously curious that nothing is like so deeply frustrating. It's enough that Noid would do almost anything, give you almost anything, just to know what you're doing.
Oh, amazing.
That's why Noid stands on the rooftops. Some people say he's grandstanding with his ridiculous show, but no, he watches. He's a watcher.
The way it comes from Boise. We just shortened it up.
Maybe, yeah. All right.
I'll cut you a deal then, Noah. The scope for the cycle looks like you can get your hands on it. And a secret for you to look in your crystal ball there. I'm looking for someone. I want to see what they are.
Noid scowls, but knows that he's been bested.
And also, can I have some sardine bullets, please?
Sardine bullets?
Yeah.
No. There's no such thing. There's minnows. There's trout. One wouldn't fit in your damnable barrel. Sardine bullets is absurd. At this time of year, in this climate?
But they're so delicious. They're my favorite kind of bullet.
Disgusting. And he spits.
Don't worry, Hex. We'll find you sardines, okay?
Dang it. All right. Well, it was worth asking. It's all right.
I think he does begrudgingly hand over a tin of anchovies, which are definitely not as good.
Not as good. Close enough.
You want them now, or you want me to hold on to them?
Oh, yeah. Let's, yeah. Take a bio break.
Yes, sure. Also that.
Okay,
Is that
so
wait? Sorry,
please-
is that what you said?
I
Oh,
asked for
you
the
wanted to
right
ask.
answer.
I can't hold on to them. I'm a gun. I don't know where you want
No,
me to
so-
put them.
Well, I can put them in your barrel for you.
Not yet. I'll let you know when I'm ready. I'm not ready
Okay.
right now. Well, when the time is right, we'll know.
Okay.
We'll telepathically communicate. What do you think?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me in my brain when you want it. And she'll be shoved down the barrel of my gun.
yeah. I'll let you know. Thanks for
Great.
checking.
All right. We're taking a quick little break.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah,
gotta go.
I'm gonna take a little bio break. We'll be right back in just a minute, friends. Or I will be right back. Where is that? Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. I'm also gonna check to see if the late night snacks is here. We shall see, because they don't text me sometimes. So be right back.
Hi, folks. I've got a little surprise for you, which is that the next big game from darling indie designer Jay Dragon and a whole host of other people who worked very hard on it, but I'm erasing them from this product because I can only say so many names. Ruby Levin, whose name I'm probably mispronouncing, aka Grub, I will throw out there as well. But Jay Dragon has finished a game called Yaziba's Bed and Breakfast, and it is, oh my, it's neat. You know how in most role-playing games you make your characters? Yaziba's says, what if you didn't? And what if you played with our characters? And there were like 500 pages of little hour-long role-playing game chapters that you can just play in an evening. You can just live your weird bed and breakfast, cozy, fake children's show life with these characters in a place that is always September 15th. And
That's really cool.
it's kind of a stunning affair. There's an envelope I am not permitted to open in
There
this.
is?
There's one of these 3 books is not a book, it's a box of trinkets. Yep.
Is there actual things?
Yeah. Pull it out, show the
I got
class. Yeah. Pull out our wares. Show them what we've got.
It's a little box.
The reason that I'm showing you this, darlings who have gathered for this moment, is because this might very well be the campaign that we play next, which, guess what, is very soon. Very soon. We are almost done our 3rd season.
Wow.
We have one more game, and it will be Anthony's job to make that happen.
That's right.
And then the world will be our oyster. These are stickers.
We got stickers.
And you might be thinking, stickers. That's cute. Surely they don't serve an in-game function. But you would be wrong.
You would be wrong. Ooh, and then it gets more interesting here. We've got coins.
Yeah, little tokens.
Little tokens.
Little tokes.
We got some little gems.
Got some gems.
We got this cool pin.
Pin, yeah.
Does it serve an in-game function?
I think the pin came separately.
Okay.
It's just a fun little fella. And there's a deck of cards as well.
Wow.
The game's got a bunch of neat little trinkets built into it, but you only really need the book to play, and the book is a marvel on its own. I have never seen anyone work as hard on a book as Blossom Creek's game has spent with the formatting and art of Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast. The amount of effort that they put in to actualize this thing, to bring it to real life, is unreal. This is an enormous tome.
It's really quite large. This is Kurt's head in relation to book, just to give you context. And we all know how big Kurt's head is.
Yeah, you've all seen my head up close and in real life.
Yeah, a beautiful opening page, place to write your name in it. Gosh, Kurt, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
With me opening it like this?
Yeah. It's a special affair. And everyone in the Possum Creek Games Discord server community is losing their hats because boy howdy,
It's got some beautiful art going on.
this is just fulfilled. This is fresh off the printers, fresh off the boat, fresh from the factory, fresh from the warehouse.
I am so very excited to play this someday, if it's not very soon.
If this is not the game that we play, we will be playing something else that is wonderful and intriguing and neat. But I mean, who doesn't like to see a little cool book?
Cool book.
Cool book.
I noticed, Kurt, there are 2 books inside this box.
Yes, the other one's the one that I fill.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, got a big page spread. It'd be hard to see what it is, but it's like a really creepy, scary ghost and many gremlins in the night pursuing our characters. Gosh, I honestly so excited.
You could spend days and days just looking at
Is this one of the characters? We can just be this big old troll.
Characters will have a chapters will have a cast of sorts, and different players will take on different roles within them. Yeah, it's neat. I'm very excited.
There's so many characters.
Oh yeah,
Is that right?
yeah. There's a bunch. Yeah.
How are we supposed to play them all?
Well,
One at a time.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! And these are locked characters.
There are locked characters. Yes, there's characters. No, can't be those at the start. No, can't do that yet. There's also sometimes something will happen in the game, and the game will be like, well, you can't play chapter 63 anymore.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's got kind of a
Legacy mechanics,
right?
Yeah.
You're
saying?
And it feels like it has like kind of choose your own adventure, or I don't know how to describe the like you're playing through chapters.
Right.
Well, I guess it's like a pre-made adventure.
You could almost call it. It's a bit of a. How do I want to put this? It's an ironic thing because it's designed to be one of the most easily drop in and play, drop out and do your own thing games that's I think maybe ever been conceived.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I feel like it is also deeply tailored to reward just being engaged with it over a long period, getting deep into the meat of the thing. So it's fascinating. There's a duality of sorts. Strangeness to the heart of its being.
It's the ledger.
The ledger, which I would keep as the concierge to the bed and breakfast. It is ironic, Chris. I do think. You know, I'm just going to say right now, Alanis Morissette's debut album,
Yes.
Excellent.
Tell us.
Well, the whole album, she is so mad in the most cathartic, wonderful way. She doesn't hold anything back. It is like the compositions stand up amazingly. They sound great. Her lyrics are so pointed and exciting and passionate, and her vocal delivery is one of a kind. I should say, when I say Alanis Morissette's debut album, I don't mean Alanis Morissette's actual debut album that no one heard because it didn't leave Canada and was a friendly little bop. It's the 1980s and I'm doing synth pop and I'm an almost actual child.
Really?
Yeah. So Alanis Morissette's debut album that most people know, she made she was quite young, but she had an even younger album that I think she made while she was still collegiate.
Really?
Alanis Morissette is from Ottawa, and like the place that she went to high school is, I don't know, a half-hour walk from here.
That is so funny.
Do
you have friends? No, you don't.
I don't have any mutual friends with Alanis Morissette. No.
I was wondering if you went to Cleveland, but I realized that you're not.
No.
You're not from here. You're not an Ottawa kid.
Not a real Ottawa. DiCarlo, actually, yes, Robin's arc in How I Met Your Mother is very much inspired by Alanis Morissette.
Is it really?
And unambiguously, yeah.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Canadian pop star who had a bright, sparkly album and then a dark, rebellious album that immediately followed.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like it was straight up send up for Alanis.
I did not know I was going to learn How I Met Your Mother lore tonight on the stream.
Well, we've got a little bit of everything here.
We got a little bit of everything, including some midnight snacks. Not midnight, but close
Thank
enough.
you, Chris, for the midnight snacks. They have arrived. They were just left outside.
Thanks, delivery drivers. All right, then we should get back to it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Anthony is returning Eusebus to its perch. It is too large. I do not know where to keep it. And yet, now Anthony must try to decide what orientation it should
Which
be.
way did we go back?
Who's to say? It rests on the table beside my couch because where else should it go? So to say.
It should be close to you at all times.
Yeah,
At all
yeah.
times.
It's the nexus point. It's the heart of my home.
It really is. It really is.
No, the heart of my home is my wife. But
Aww.
it's just how it is.
All right.
All right. So
So,
we're in the middle of negotiating.
yes.
Boy.
Noid has just bequeathed unto thee a tin of anchovies. I guess probably a jar of anchovies, right?
Anchovy
Little-
bullets.
One of those little, yeah, anchovy bullets. Well, they're stacked vertically in the jar, right?
Mhm.
Not on top, like you might put pencils in a jar. Why does this matter?
Why
what
are
am I
we spending
doing?
so much time on this?
Why are
Right.
you putting pencils in a jar?
Eat them?
Where do you put pencils?
Where do you put
In a
pencils?
pencil case.
Oh,
Do you
look at
pencils?
Captain hoity-toity. I can afford a pencil case with my big nerd money.
Oh, do you guys stand them up in the jar like a
Yeah.
cup?
What do you
I would
Yeah.
just, I would just use a cup.
Well,
Well.
we don't all have extra cups flying around.
My only cups are jars.
That's actually
Oh, that
Don't
well
you
that makes
see?
sense. Yep, I got you.
yeah.
No, I've got it.
I got a
So-
few jar cups.
Yeah.
My brain was trying to make that into a portmanteau, and I didn't like it.
Don't do that.
Nope.
Don't do that.
Okay. So, what was the second thing that you bargained for?
I asked
Information?
I asked them to look in their crystal ball in order to tell me about somebody. I want to know where they are.
Noid grasps both of these crystalline orbs and starts slowly juggling them. It's mesmerizing. No matter how many times you've seen the juggler, you've seen Noid work, the speed at which the contact juggling begins to progress becomes dizzying and blinding.
Mm.
You start to see a movement that seems to be so quick that it's like there are 3, 4, 6, 8 orbs rotating in an ever-expanding circle. And as Noid begins to accelerate this circle, it forms an almost portal in front of him. And through it, what do you see?
What do I see?
I can help if you want.
Okay.
I thought you might have some fun.
I
Also, congrats to Florida.
Oh, no,
They won
I
the
wouldn't
cup.
say that.
What? They won the cup.
Yeah, but is that enough?
Jokes.
Seems like a
They're
a
still
consolation. We're
Florida.
still Florida. Sorry, Florida.
Congrats on winning the cup.
Are you gonna put pencils in it?
Good
Anthony.
question.
I peer into this portal in front of me, and I can see a place. It's a place actually that almost, I think looks familiar to me. There's a crooked tree, sort of at 5 feet above the ground, shoots off a strange, awkward angle, and there's maybe rocks or rubble around it, and in the shadow of the tree, this crooked shadow under the bright morning sun, the figure stands, as it always does, slightly crooked to the side, so that it slightly perfectly fits in the shadow of the tree. It's the Wanderer, the thing that's been haunting me. Tall, pointed shoulders, the massive triangular head. I think I know that place. I think I've seen it. can't place it. It's waiting for me. Somewhere up there.
As you say that, there's a swelling in the brightness of one of the orbs that's rotating around, and that inscribed orb shatters, glass spraying across the street of the town. Damn, Noid says. Another one.
Sorry. Can't pay you for that.
I don't buy them.
Where did they come from?
Noid extends a hand, and there's that same ringing sound you hear at night sometimes. But the sound almost seems to become more pointed, like a plucked string moving backwards in a recording. And with a quick finality, an orb from seemingly nowhere is just caught in the juggler's hand. Not bad. Maybe even better.
You're a man of mystery, Noid.
Well.
Strange that you waste your talents atop a rooftop, sneaking and peeking on your neighbors.
Who is to say what we were meant to do in this world? Not I. And as Noid says that, you hear a sort of distant rev, and the bike rode by a monkey. Yeah, a monkey in a matching outfit to Noid's.
Okay.
Noid got a monkey.
Yeah, Noid has a monkey, and the monkey is making all kinds of monkey noises as she pilots the motorcycle over, and then pulls up with you know what? Monkey does a full Akira slide like that.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the bike comes to rest in front of you, and then the monkey scampers up Noid's body and sits on the shoulder. Noid feeds the monkey a sardine.
Well, I check out the bike and I kick the tires for a second. Does it look like it's in okay condition? Not too messed up? What do you think, Hex?
I think it's looking a little rough.
I mean, we only paid him a sight from a gun. Maybe we should just count our blessings.
Yeah, I agree.
Noid, I owe you a secret.
Big grin spreads across Noid's face. Says, "You do."
You sure you want to know where we're going?
Noid nods, and his monkey claps.
I lean in real close so that nobody else around can hear. We're going to the bookkeeper.
A shiver passes through Noid. It says, "I wish you luck, but that town's not big enough for the both."
I mean, there's only one person in the whole town. Used to be thousands. I don't know what you mean.
You heard me. Farewell, travelers. I wish you well. I think as Noid says this, finally, that sun properly crests over the horizon. A teasing sunset until now, just reflected through the rooftop light of the contact juggling, but now it fills the street in a large beam of light, and it is beautiful. Beautiful enough that I think it would inspire something. What is a memory that each of you thinks of when this sunrise spreads across the city street?
Good question. I think I see gunfight in my hometown of Hartford. Happened at morning. And we were fighting in the twilight before the day started. It was an early, it was several years ago. I didn't yet have Hex at my side. And there was, when the children, they started having the words printed on their bodies, some people were superstitious. And they'd take them out to the desert, let them fend for themselves, not wanting to wish children into town. But I already had the writing appearing in places here and there. I was one of them. I didn't want to treat it like that. We pitched a fight over it.
And Hex, what memory do you think of?
I think of the first time I was fired.
Ooh.
When was that?
I don't remember how long ago it was now, but it was a long time ago. And I just remember the feeling of pure release. It was like a rush. But at the same time, I felt both completely in my gun body and completely removed from it at the same time.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I pulled out my hat, tied it over my eyes. It's like a dusty gray. It has the like thin silk-like veil that falls from it. That's common for folks to wear around here. And the veil sort of like comes down, like hangs down by my chest. And I mount up onto the cycle. Hex, any last words, last deeds before we go?
No, I'm ready to finally move on.
I adjust some of I like bang some of the tongs of metal on the front of the bike to create a perfect little place to wedge Hex in so that they're pointed out above the handlebars like a hawthorn with much worse results if I pull the trigger and rev the cycle, feel the rhythm of it, feel the rush in my body, and kick off.
great. The open plain stretches before you. It's dusty, it's sparse, but it's not without its beauty. You pass by a ruined high-rise here, series of small former settlements that cluster on the edge of what used to be a kind of civilization. And it is about the halfway mark through your journey that you see them tumbling along, the worms.
Damn, Hex. Didn't take long.
It's a lot of worms.
Think we take a offensive or defensive tact here? You want to do some worm blasting, or should I just see how fast this thing goes?
Well, I feel like shooting worms is kind of like shooting fish in a barrel.
Shooting fish in a barrel is easy, right?
No. It's notoriously hard. Have you ever tried to shoot fish in a barrel?
Oh no, I've never shot fish in a barrel.
Well, it's notoriously hard, I'm telling you, in practice.
Oh, because of the way the water bends with where the fish are,
It's hard to see, I'll tell you that much.
Never thought about that.
People are not very good at aiming when they're aiming underwater. You don't think about how... Also, fish, even if they're in a barrel, they're not easy to shoot just in general. So maybe we take a defensive approach unless we're willing to get into that kind of fight. If you want it to be like shooting fish in a barrel, we can give it a try.
Well, it's the first time that I've ever heard you suggest to not shoot something, so I suppose I should probably take it seriously.
Yeah, these
I'm gonna
worms are no joke.
No, they're not. They took the last rider of this cycle. I want to make it 2 in a row. 2. You got any good leads on the ley line here? Anything that might speed the bike up the path that you take?
And I think Hex scans the bike and then suggests that you rev it, but in reverse.
What?
Yeah, because this bike actually goes faster backwards.
You realize I'm not going to be able to see where we're going.
Well, you can either drive backwards or you can do like kind of a wind up where you kind of hold down on the brake, wind back, and then let go. Kind of like a Hot Wheel. You ever seen one of those?
Yeah, I have. I have no idea why you as an auditor know what a Hot Wheel is. Care to explain?
I have my reasons.
Inscrutable as always.
Damn, you got mysteries. More mysteries than a fisher's got fish in a barrel. All right,
I don't have to tell you all my secrets. Let me have this one. My Hot
Next time
Wheels.
you let me in your thoughts, I'm gonna go find out about this Hot Wheel memory. Okay?
Dang it! Don't you look at the Hot Wheel memory. That's
I'm gonna do
off limits.
While this is happening, I stop the bike, and against all better judgment, I stop the bike, and I'm now like holding the brakes and revving it backwards as if to power it up. I'm gonna try to make a break for it.
All right, that's going to be a check.
All right, I can play Go Fish now.
Yay, go fish.
Amanda, do you have any 8s?
I do not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But also, DiCarlo was asking if we know who the Noid is. I just Googled it, but do you guys know who the Noid is? I did not know.
Yeah, he's a juggler in a western town.
I think the Noid is a anti-mascot for Pizza Hut that steals pizzas before they're delivered.
The Noid is a mascot for Domino's.
Domino's!
She's kind of right. But I was like, I don't ever remember seeing this in a commercial. Apparently, it was really popular in the late 80s, I think.
Mm-hmm. It missed us. We're a little too young, I think, for it.
Yeah.
I'm 56.
Kurt is 56 and looking amazing.
Thank you.
I mean,
Well,
I'm an immortal
I'm a little
being, but
man.
I don't remember watching those commercials, I don't think. Or they were so traumatizing, I've removed them from my memory.
No, I only know them from other people's cultural references. He talks about them constantly, so.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we actually got them in Canada, so we must have gotten them in Canada.
Why is there a Funko Pop of the Noid?
There just is. This is a big thing.
You know what? Now that I say that, very low bar for a Funko Pop, right? Like, there could be a Funko Pop of me and nobody would even have told me. And then I'd be like, why is there a Funko Pop of me? And people would be like, I don't know, people like plastic.
Funko Pop of the Noid, so why not? I'm running out of ideas.
There's Funkos for everything, so...
Flowers. Here's one with you standing on a rooftop. You'd hate that in real life.
Oh, we found out new lore about Kurt.
Yeah. All right, play your Go Fish.
Oh, right.
So
Wait,
draw cards since Amanda had nothing for you.
Oh, I draw a card.
Yep.
I forgot how to play the Go Fish guys. Okay, great.
And then if you have a
It's been a
pair,
minute.
you can play them for their face value.
Do you tell me the difficulty first, or do I?
I do tell you the difficulty first. So the difficulty is going to be a 6. A pair is worth its single card value. The total value for the check is the pair plus a stat if you can make an argument that one of the stats is relevant to our situation. Now, if you can't hit the value, our other player can help.
Okay. Well, I would argue that light on my toes is probably the obvious stat here, but I have a 0 in it, so it's not going to help at all. But it doesn't matter. I've got a pair of 6s that I'm going to rip out here.
Boom.
And perfectly match.
Wow. I don't think there's a bonus for that, but I'm not really the person to ask. So if you run into Nevin Holmes,
We can ask and say, wait, was there supposed to be a bonus for that thing that we did?
Right? Yeah. Say, hey, I watched a stream of your game, and they loved it and had no idea what they were doing. Help me.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We love it, and we have no idea what we're doing.
Shoot,
True.
started being alive, am I right?
Hey,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I do my best.
Mm-hmm.
That's a success. So, do you want to describe how you evade the tumbleworms, or shall I?
I'm into it.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So this stopping and revving procedure is high risk because it gives the worms enough time to catch up. And the worms, even though, they're rolling, it's like they're being rolled by the wind. When they smell flesh, they roll faster. They can tighten themselves and accelerate across the desert. So
Horrifying.
just as I'm revving, the worms are coming in fast, and there's lots and lots of them, and they're getting in front of me because they know how these things work. They've developed sort of survival instinct, and just as they're reaching the base of the cycle, they're starting to unroll and making their way up the sides of the cycle. I release, switch off the brake, and shoot forward. And there is a glorious wave of worms and worm bits that splatter out on each side, leaving like a wake like the back of a motorboat of worms as we rip through the desert. Worms flying everywhere. And of course there's one that like starts to whirl its way around my leg, and I grab Hex and point it down and blast the thing off of it as we shoot out of the wave of worms.
Damn straight. It's not long after riding on the high of your victory against the tumbleworms that you roll on into Hartford. Hartford, desolate place. All buildings crumbled down to their roots. But for a few, there's an old water tower on the other side of town, and there's a treehouse in a crooked tree. Casts a crooked shadow.
What was the first thing? Sorry.
Water tower on the other
Water
side.
tower, treehouse. Well, shit. Honestly, didn't think we'd have any options, Hex.
What's the observatory like? Is it still here?
Here?
I don't think it's in Hartford. You can see it from damn near anywhere, though.
Okay.
Sticks up on the horizon like a thumb on a jagged...
So we see it in the distance. Like it's what Hartford's known for, but it's not like in Hartford proper.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
It's a tower of scrap metal pointing into the sky that they built after Hartford fell, I want to say.
Okay.
When I see the treehouse and the tree, I think that's when it comes back to me. Why I know the tree.
Oh, why do you know the tree?
X. That tree was in the yard behind my house.
I know.
What?
I've seen it in your memories.
I don't know why. I blacked it out. I forgot it. I didn't recognize it when I saw it. That's my treehouse.
Yep. Well,
okay, it's annoying talking to you because you kind of know everything that I say.
Well, that's what happens when we're psychically linked. Sometimes, there's memories that come up that you're not even aware of.
All right, yeah, sure. Could you just do me like a favor and for like the next dramatic thing I say, just like feign being like shocked?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want it to be more dramatic?
Yeah, that would help me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I'll pretend I don't know anything.
Right.
But for the treehouse, do you think that's maybe like a sign? Because I feel like that's a sign. Like I feel maybe we should go check it out.
I know X. So that's where I first played the music box.
Oh.
Was me to sleep every night.
I mean, yeah. Does it?
Okay, you did it wrong. You all got halfway there, but you're allowed to know the music box will help
Oh,
you to sleep.
oh,
We
okay.
do
So
that all
that,
the time. That's obvious.
well, it's confusing. You want it to be every time. So not every time, but for some things that I've already
Yeah.
seen. When we're not linked, then don't pretend for that. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Okay, work on that.
So I wasn't sure where the boundary was there, so I'm glad that you established that. Thank you. That's helpful.
Me too. Me too. You want a sardine?
Yeah. Load me up with one of the sardines. Load me up. Next one's gonna be, it's gonna be salty.
For a second, I hesitate, being like, "Oh man, this don't feel right," and then I shove the sardine in front of the
Into the front of the gun.
yeah.
That's how
I
you
feel
load
like everything
gun.
I'm talking about with the gun is very how do I say this? Sensual without it meaning to be, but it is a gun, and I don't know. I'm just gonna apologize. I would say in advance, but we're already here, and I've already said some things, so I'm just gonna apologize. The end.
Hex. So what is it? Water tower or treehouse? I didn't tell you, but my vision, the portal thing, was there.
I am going to do a once per session move that I have.
Okay.
Twice per session, technically, but
Not today.
not today, I don't think. Maybe. It is bad for you, which is fun for me. I'm going to play my Joker. Playing my Joker means that I can invoke the thing that hunts you.
Ah!
And I think, as you saw the thing there, Hex, you see the thing there. Maybe for the first time, because you weren't in the dreams. And yet, you're always on the periphery, right? Does it strike fear? Or are you, or is there a certain relief to seeing something embodied that's just been fretted over so long?
I think it's concerning.
All right. What do you say?
I feel awkward.
What? What are you saying next?
I'm saying something here don't feel right.
Okay. Well, you can sense the magic in this place.
Well, that's the thing.
Let's see that thing.
That's the thing. I don't sense any magic here, which is making me more concerned.
All right.
It's like a dead zone here. What's that about?
Well, let's go to the water tower.
Okay. Oh my goodness. These are all great suggestions for the wheel, by the way, in chat. I'm writing them down as options for future streams.
Unthinkingly, I holster Hex because I'm nervous, which I try to never do, and start marching towards the water tower with like looking over my shoulder, watching.
I think this is also like the one time that Hex actually is like really comfortable with being holstered. It's like a feeling safe vibe.
Interesting. I think as you travel, every once in a while there's just a sort of echo that. I'm assuming you're biking over to the water tower.
I probably should. Yeah, probably should.
There's like a ricochet of your echo off of a building, you know, like, and that's probably just sound, right? The bike revving And these structures are strange and decayed, and they'll reflect things back. And yet, sometimes it sounds like a second bike.
Hex, is there anything around us?
I don't detect anything.
You promise?
Yes.
All right.
I was just double checking. I wasn't hesitating because I wouldn't promise you something, just to clarify.
Okay. I think the wound on my eye starts to bleed more.
Ah!
And I tense up on the cycle, trying to hold tight until we get to the water tower. And I go faster, even if it's sort of a little dangerous in this area with all the rubble around, uneven streets.
Sure. I don't think I'm going to make you do a check for that, but I do think here's what happens when you get there.
Okay.
The water tower has, I don't know if most water towers have this, but there's a ladder that goes up and up. An old, rusty ladder, but what's stranger perhaps is that the tower itself, the basin that would have contained the water is very intentionally patched up here, almost making scales around the edge of the structure. And there is a strong sensation that certainly Hex feels of magic emanating from this place. For good or for evil. Magic.
Woo! I just got a rush.
A good rush?
Well, a refreshing rush. This place is, like, just soaked in magic.
Well, that's, I guess it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Considering what we're looking for. Hex, if we find the book, if we figure out where these words are coming from on my face, I'll follow through my promise. I'll take you to the ocean.
You will?
Yeah. I've needed you all this time. You're my eyes. I'm more literally now. But if we can figure this out, find something that maybe I can bring back to the observatory, some clue of why this place fell apart. What's happening here? You've done your work. You can live your dream and go on your final adventure.
Oh, you don't know how much that means to me. Oh. Well, we're gonna figure this out. I believe we got this. We've been working together for this long and haven't failed yet. So odds are good we're gonna succeed here too. Well, for the most part,
Yeah, we're definitely sort of sweeping some things under the rug, but they weren't big failures.
Nah, they didn't really count. We didn't
Still
die.
alive. Yeah.
So
right.
yeah, exactly. Means we did it. And we haven't had to go to someone and say like we outright failed. Not outright. So
Right.
that's a success to me.
You ready?
Put in one more of the sardine bullets.
Do I need to take it out afterwards so you can actually shoot, or?
No. Just fire with it. It's a bullet.
It seems like they're just whatever. I'm sorry.
We don't call them sardine bullets for nothing.
All right. I park the bike, swing off of it, stare up at the tower. Is there a cranky, rusted ladder leading up?
Sure is. With that faint glow that shows there's magic.
Sorry, buddy. And I put Hex into my mouth between my teeth and start to climb the ladder.
You can taste the faint oil of fish seeping through the gun.
Fishy.
Yeah, I think the ladder leads up to a hatch of sorts on the edge with a big handle. And as you reach for it, you don't have to open it. Instead, it creeps up open from the inside.
Oh, dang.
And that teal glow of magic spills out from the inside of this place. You hear an old voice from inside say, "Come in."
Well, that's creepy.
Alright. I quickly start to focus, close my eyes for a second, and try to connect my thoughts, or at least begin to connect my thoughts to Hex. Are you receptive?
Yep. I'm open. I'm an open gun.
And I swing my legs in to the hatch and try to get a good look around this place.
It's one large room, but what is so unusual about this room is that every surface around this entire circular walled interior room is just covered in bookshelves.
Ooh.
With books.
Ooh.
Every surface, every place is filled with books. There's even books that are wedged tight enough that they stick out from little cubed off shelves in the ceiling.
Oh, wow. So they're just
And
held in there with pressure?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shove them in tight enough and up they'll stay. Or maybe it's the magic. It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
In the center of the room, I feel like in a desk that is also sort of a donut shape, surrounded by open books of all kinds, is someone, a very old woman, and there's no one around who is old enough to remember when things fell.
Right.
This is the closest you've probably seen anybody to that, Mark.
Wow.
She turns to face you, but doesn't look up from her book. Her chair just spins.
Mysterious.
Would you like to put me in a different book?
Yeah.
I, out of respect, I lift my veil up over my hat so that my face can be seen. Mistress Bookkeeper. I'm the Slinger, and come a long ways. Braved the sea of worms. Find you here. To ask you a question.
At this, she raises her gaze and looks at you over half-moon spectacles.
Mm.
I'm looking for a book. At least I think it's a book. I don't know what it's called, or who wrote it, or where it came from. But I do know the words inside. I think you might help me find it.
I think she laughs, and it's not derisive. It's surprise.
Huh.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine anyone asking for that today. When I got up. No, not that book. That book I didn't expect. And then she pauses, and a different expression crosses her face. She says, "There's two of you here. I feel it."
Yes.
Hi.
Be respectful, I think, to Hex.
Is the hi muffled, or is it clear as a bell if you're holstered or not?
I think you're. Take you. I don't mean to be threatening, but this is my friend.
Hi.
You
Oh wait, I
couldn't
can't
threaten
wave.
me.
I'm a gun.
You couldn't threaten me if you wanted to. I've been around long enough.
Oh.
Well, isn't that something? An otter, right in the palm of your hand. And you, a child, scrawled in writing. Isn't that something?
I'm not one of the kids. Not one of the babies. I wasn't born this way.
She smiles and there's a twinkle in her eye. Perhaps you weren't. Perhaps you were. Who are you to say what your fates spelled out? Who are you to say what fortune you'll shun? She stands up now with more grace, I think, than you would expect. And she turns to both of you and says, "And what do you intend to do with this book?"
I just want to know. I want to know why. Why my face is scrawled with it every morning. I swear, if I can find out, I think I might know why this has happened to this place.
She takes a step back, and from behind her, a pair of wings unfurl, glowing brightly with that same sense of magic. Her face glows too, and in it you see at once an old woman and an echo of someone from another time. And she says, "Only one person can hold that knowledge. The book isn't here anymore, not really. The book is within me. But," she taps a finger in thought. "Yes, if you would be the bookkeeper, you could learn as well."
May you be the bookkeeper?
Not so difficult. You can read, can't you?
Yes, fortunately. I read the things scrawled on my face every morning.
Good. It's practice. Her eyes turn to the gun. Don't look at me like that. I can't do it. Or it'll die with me.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
That's right. How badly do you want it? And that magic sheen starts to spread across her face. And as the light reflects off the surfaces, you can almost see a sort of prism echo around her.
Oh, shoot.
X, what's happening here?
Well, there's a lot of magic happening. I'm seeing a lot. Hex says to you.
I knew that. Sorry. Whoa, really?
Wait, are you pretending now?
Yeah, I thought I'd do it for
Oh, my goodness.
you. Fair. This is taking place at light speed, so we're not wasting a lot of time.
Sure, it's
Yeah,
back
this
and
is our telepathic conversation. Yeah, I feel like maybe we want to get some distance while I analyze this. Maybe, I don't know if sardine bullets are the best choice, actually. for this kind of
So
combat.
if I shoot right now, it's only sardine bullets?
Well, that's what you loaded me with before, remember?
But I asked you if I should take them out, and you said it was fine. Just shoot the sardine bullets.
Yeah, no. You can shoot the sardine bullets. They're real bullets. I'm just saying I don't know if they're the best bullets for this scenario. That's all. But you know what? Hey, I don't know all the magical resistances out there. I don't know. Sardines could be magically resistant. They're from an older time.
There's a sort of rumbling in the tower now, and you can see every book that's not wedged into the shelves. Pages are starting to flip rapidly in some unseen wind. The sardines slip out of your gun like so much vomit out of a mouth, and they swim around in the air.
What's happening? Okay, does that mean that now we got a real book?
Yeah.
Bookkeeper, I'm not like you. I don't have powers or magic. I only have a curse.
All powers are a curse, child.
She makes a good point.
Thanks. I'm not strong enough for this. We should go. I'll only let them down.
No. We gotta stay. You can do this. I believe in you. Look, I'm here. Just point me at whatever you need done. We got this.
I raise the gun. I raise Hex, so the Hex is pointed right at the old woman's chest. No, Hex. Look at her.
Yeah, I see her.
She's not human. She's not human anymore. Whatever this place is, whatever the book did, it changed her for good. If I take the book, it happened to me too.
Well, she doesn't have me. I mean, maybe I can analyze the book. Maybe I can help you use it. I mean, maybe I can help you control it. It doesn't have to be... It could be dangerous, but sometimes that risk is worth taking.
But the ocean. We were going to drop you in the ocean. If
Look.
you have to stay with me to read the book.
I've been around for a long time. Longer than I care to admit. I'm surprised I still have even the memories that I do have. I'm surprised I still remember the Hot Wheels. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be alive for a lot longer, so I can wait.
A good friend.
You're a
Good
good
part.
friend too.
Words scrawl along the walls now, not just on the book spines themselves, but on any little surface not covered, along the shelves, along any peak of that metal hull of this place.
With X as promise, I try to build up the strength, pull that trigger, and shoot.
So, do you both agree to do violence?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
here's how this is going to work. 16 is the number I'm setting.
Okay.
I'm going to flip a card from the deck right now. This is the modifier. I'm going to find where I keep the
The
card.
cards.
Flipping a
Okay.
card from the deck, it's a 5.
Okay.
Each of you now, without choosing aloud with each other, you are each going to choose a card from your hand.
Okay.
Your cards will add with mine and each other's, and the sum total must be at least 16, but cannot bust, which means it can't go higher than 21.
And we're just choosing any card from our hand?
Yep. Your
Oh,
total
boy.
has to be between 16 and 21.
What
Otherwise,
about what do royals represent in this deck, by the way?
royals in a blind play context represent.
Face cards over 10.
There you go. Thank you.
Sorry, they all represent? They're all 10?
All 10. All face cards are 10. Aces can be 1 or 11 determined after the reveal.
All right. So where do I put it?
Well, decide when you're both ready. I should
Okay.
say, if you undershoot, one player may choose to add the relevant stats to a blind play after we reveal a card. So you do have a tiny bit of wiggle room.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So it's not completely blind.
Not completely.
Okay, well, I'm good to reveal. Do you want me to reveal first, or do you want to reveal first?
Let's do a countdown and both reveal at the same time. Ready?
Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, flip. Oh.
Folks, it's an 8 and a king, and that's what we call a bust.
That's a bonus. Sorry, man. I should have just gone with the fact that you asked about face cards. You're probably gonna play a face card.
So that's only 18 then.
But it adds
Plus
to
the
his
5.
card.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's 23. Or we're trying to get under 21.
Oh, under 21.
We have bust.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Quick look through my character sheet. Let me see if I have anything here.
I have thoughts
Okay.
on how this resolves. I don't think you can do much with a blind play situation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I think that's kind of fun because I think this might end your story.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to get 21 exactly.
I mean, that would be great if you had, but no.
Right.
Just
Oh,
had
but
to
if
be...
you get 21 exactly, does it count as being underneath?
21 exactly would have been great.
Ugh. Okay. Dang.
So I think here's what happens. First, what I want to know is, do you manage to pull the trigger?
My instinct is yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with that. I think yes.
Okay. I think that trigger gets pulled, and then just like when you talk to each other back and forth, time seems to slow. The bullet rushes out of the gun, but then slows. And the bookkeeper plucks it out of the air, looks at it, says, "Such a small thing. A shame. Well, that's all right. Don't be scared. Better this way than the way you were going." She turns it around and then snaps her fingers. And with all the momentum, shoots right through you.
Oh no. Oh no.
When you close your eyes, you see a strange sight. A tree, flooded. Sea levels risen high enough to bury it underneath. And you can almost hear the muffled sound of an old music box. Quiet, dampened through the water.
Oh no.
Salty water, tang of copper in your mouth. The bookkeeper reaches down towards Hex, and then doesn't pick you up. Stands walks back to the desk, sits back down. One more face added to the many she bears on her visage.
No.
I think that's it.
Dang. That was a rough ending. That was something awful.
We lost bad.
We lost real
You
bad.
lost bad.
I
You
felt
lost.
like I thought we were trying to get exactly 21. I'm so sorry. I feel like I played a bit more. I played it a little different than I probably would have had I thought that we were getting less. I thought it was like blackjack rules. Dang.
Blackjack also doesn't want you to get exactly 21 for what.
Does
that's
it
worth.
not? I thought the
No.
whole point is to get 21.
The point is to do better than the dealer. And if you...
Well, yes, that is true. That is true. But 21 is the highest that you can go.
Just like in
Yes.
what we just did.
Yes. So it is like blackjack. Is that what you're saying?
Sure is.
Wow, that was.
But we don't want to get better than the dealer in the sense that we don't want to get higher than that number.
I mean, as the dealer, I set your difficulty at 16.
Right.
Right.
We were trying to beat 16 without busting the roleplaying.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, wow. It is exactly like blackjack. Never mind.
Yeah. Man, we don't play a lot of games where we just lose. You know? I kind of like it. It's different. It's a bit different than our normal conclusions. That's kind of cool.
I also kind of like it. I also to answer your guys' questions in chat. No, I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of like, I think like a rebound migraine. I've been struggling with my head the last few days. Something is like coming back and it is like zapping my energy. So I'm sorry. I'm fine though. I definitely do not want a Red Bull, but I appreciate the thought.
Well, the good news is that we have come to the end of the story.
It's so sad we died, but you know, I guess that does happen in westerns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a trope that we died? Did we hit everything? Did we have some? I feel like we had some lovely stuff in there.
Oh, I had a few tropes that I threw in there just for fun. I had.
What were the tropes?
Well, I mean, there was that town's not big enough for the both of you.
Oh,
Enough
yeah.
for you,
It's true.
which
Sure, it's true.
turned out to be true. I felt like even right at the start with the beans at breakfast felt pretty cowboy.
That was very tropey. You're right. That or like stereotypy at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the idea of Hex being left on the floor of that weird like water tower room in a place where nobody ever goes. And I'm imagining like pages from the books like just drifting down and slowly covering Hex, and Hex just getting lost in the piles of books.
Hex's worst nightmare. Sounds awful. I'm having an existential crisis just thinking about it. Oof. I was reading a comic last night before bed that was like supposed to be about existential dread, and it was about this person in a astronaut suit where the astronaut suit can self-propel, and it but it uses their energy to like move itself, to power itself, and can also recycle their water and all this stuff and use their dead skin cells to feed them because they're like in the middle of nowhere. But eventually it runs out of fuel, and so then it has to start taking parts of them. And I was like, this is both existential dread, but also just a lot of body horror. Because I'm like, that's horrifying.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, and in the end, it like takes the person's eyes, and so they're like, I'm never able to know if I'm back home, if I made it, because I can't see now. And I'm like, yikes.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild story. I may have read a textual version of it.
Of
I may have
that?
read that up, I'm not sure.
I feel like this is that for me in terms of what I'm feeling for Hex. I'm like, oh, that is awful. Then you become a Cyberman. Yeah, that's the next step, ChemDog.
Do we need a debrief? Are you feeling okay on an emotional level? Because we can have a little chit chat first.
No, I feel good on an emotional level. I just thought, wow, that's wild. We don't normally finish stories like that, so that's like, I like it though. I like it. They're just there, and now, you know, that's the end of the story. Not everything ends where you get what you want.
It's true. The game has more, I think, rules for sort of harm kind of thing. It's got little levers like scrapes and stuff like that. But I mean,
we're playing a little bit more base in terms of our playthrough of this.
Yeah. If we tried to hit every rule, we wouldn't manage anyway.
Yeah, is the game designed as a one-shot sort of game? I feel like at some point in there I read like not designed for continuing play, or
the game is explicitly designed for a finite playthrough.
Okay. So,
I did see that it said like you can split it up into 2 episodes as well, and that you can like go and come back, and even like you can divide it up like for an extended period of time. So like you could leave for years and then come back to the game to finish it. So they said like that can happen, but yeah, it seems like it is not supposed to be a story where you tell it for like a million years, in the sense of like we come back to it all the time every week. Like it feels like it's made to have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah. But it's a pretty robust system. I was equal parts impressed and intimidated by both the incredible layout in the book and also just how much is in here. It's very clearly a labor of love from Nevin.
It's so cool, and also like I love how there's so much detail in it, but none of it seems to feel like intimidating. I also love just the mechanics in it, like go fish in it. I don't think I've ever played an RPG where you play go fish. It's wild.
I can't imagine that there is another one where you play go fish. Have seen another blackjack?
Sure.
Haven't seen another go fish.
Well, if you guys know, if you end up hearing of anywhere, there might be, if there's a game, there's another RPG that uses go fish, please also let us know in the comments or in the chat at any point, because that, I don't think that exists, but maybe it should. It's really fun to add to the game. It's really cool, the idea of like we're just asking each other for stuff and building it up, and also kind of how it fits into the themes of the games, where it kind of feels like the gun and the slinger are, you know, relying on each other.
Oh, like the trading cards kind of thing?
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was really neat. That was really fun. I really like the world of the game as well. I'm immediately fell in love when I read the first paragraph of the setup. I was like, oh, so cool! Twisted moons and weird beasts. And,
Yeah, it's sick as hell. The moment that I read about this one, I was like, oh, it's exclusively 3 players.
Oh yeah. Right.
It's you can play it with 2, and if you do play it with 2, there's mechanisms for you to like flip cards to determine difficulty of things from the deck. So you kind of have like a deck-based GM. Which is
okay.
But there's a lot in the lore that I just sort of casually brought in. I believe my favorite paragraph is probably there's also motorcycles because I love motorcycles.
The motor polo was a highlight for me. I was like, what is happening? I just love how this world can be so weird, but also be so like weirdly normal. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, there was a good mix of that in there.
Yeah.
And because I love them, and for no other reason, motorcycles exist.
Oh yeah.
So I did try to honor that for you, Nevin.
Nice.
If you hear this.
Yeah, I loved.
So confirmed, it's in the lore of the world.
It's in the lore of the world. Okay, folks, it's getting a little late. Amanda's got to do things tomorrow morning.
It is. So do you,
That's
Kurt.
True.
And
yeah, but I don't have to go anywhere. I just limp out of bed.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I do have to go somewhere early too, so I should try to. I should try to sleep. But also, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Sorry if I was a little low energy there at the end. I am excited to rest my head, is what I will say. Thank you so much for joining me, Kurt and Anthony. This is so much fun. I really like this game. I hope we get to revisit this game, actually. I know, I say that all the time, but I really mean it. I really had a lot of fun, and I feel like our playing was short. I'd love to dive back in, and there's just so much in here. Like, I wanna read the book. It's always good when you want to read the book. That's a good indicator.
I would recommend it. It's a fun experience. You know, today, unlike usual, I'm often asked but rarely have an answer. Today I have a plug.
Ooh, give us a plug.
I recently ran a jam for games inspired by Majora's Mask. 12 people made tabletop games inspired by The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, developed by Nintendo year 2000. And there's all kinds of weird stuff. There's people made puzzle dungeons, people made poem generators, people made weird little poem games, people made draw a card, it has a prompt, you build the next part of the story, people made stuff for other games, people made like combat games.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool. How many games? 12?
There are 12 games, and currently, here's the plug. Currently, you can buy all 12 of them for $10 right now, which is a great deal because the door locks behind you, which just came out, is by itself $12.
Whoa!
Yeah, so I'm going to link that in the chat if it lets me, which it seems like it might have.
Just send it to me. Send it to me in chat. I think my links might be off.
Okay, that makes sense.
Send it to me in any of the chats.
I'll send it to you in the Zoom chat.
All right, do it.
You can pass it along. So, folks, I don't usually do a hard sell of games, but there's just a lot of talent and heart that our designers brought forward, and I'm excited. It's called The Hourglass Sings, and if you only want to see a game that I made, it's currently free. It will be free for the next maybe 2 to 4 weeks while I finish drawing all its pretty pictures. So,
and the pictures are very pretty. There's a bunch of pixel art in it, and I am just
It's been like blowing our minds, Kurt sharing it. It's like, what is even happening with this art?
Yeah, seriously. It's so cool.
So good.
They are worth the free price. So they are.
Very true.
Okay, thank you for enduring that. Sorry to keep you any longer.
No, please. I love it. I will also make sure that link as well is in the video description, both on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you're watching, and in the pinned comment. So if you're watching and you're like, where is that thing? And other than on screen, which is a thing, and if you have live chat replay, which we should have, please, YouTube, don't let me down. Then the other way you can check it out, though, is you can just check the video description for Twitch or for YouTube, or if you're on YouTube, you can also check the pinned comment. It'll be there for you, as well as links to these lovely humans. Anthony, is there anything that you would like to plug?
I don't think so. Just come watch us again. We'll be streaming again soon.
That's
true. We will be streaming again really soon. We usually stream on Mondays. Perhaps next Monday, we'll see. Next Monday is a holiday here. It's Canada Day. So we'll probably be busy doing Canadian stuff or whatever. I don't know.
We're going to be dousing ourselves in maple syrup.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's normal. That's my day job, right?
Yeah, that's because I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And it works from home. It's really sticky in here.
It's really sticky. I'm so sorry. I should have warned you.
Oh my gosh. So maybe not next Monday, but definitely a Monday. We will be back and we will be telling stories. So make sure you tune in and join us. This has been really fun. Are we going to be starting our campaign next time?
No, we have one more.
Yeah, I'll be guiding us through.
Right.
And then a campaign.
Then campaign.
Yeah.
So very exciting stuff. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Do I have any plugs? I don't know. Go check out the YouTubes. Go check out the Patreon. Check out. I don't know. I'm gonna have an announcement coming out soon, so that's gonna be something. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Did I add the Patreon? I thought I added a command for that.
I get the feeling that exciting things.
There it is. And I'm gonna have some new content tomorrow that's gonna be going up. I have my House of the Dragon review that went up today, so if you guys want to check that out, episode 2 was straight fire. I cannot wait to discuss more with y'all in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody that subbed, gifted subs, super chatted, threw bits into the cup. And thank you to my amazing friends, Anthony and Kurt, for playing with me. I had so much fun. It was lovely.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to give them one free K&A high five?
Yes.
Just free.
One
just
free high five. Nice.
That was a good one. That was actually a good one.
Yes, DiCarlo, I am going to be doing something with Lucy, probably on Thursday. We're going to be doing some, the thing that says we'll be playing a game of some kind. We're going to be playing some Dark Pictures Anthology, and we will be playing that. So it'll be Lucy and me, probably around 7:38. I'll be back on Wednesday, though, as well, talking comics with Uptown Duck at 8. And on Monday, July 1st, I probably won't be back here for RPG night. That's not happening. But I will probably be back here for something at that point. I think in the evening I'll be free. So we shall see. TBD for the first. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll, I don't know, play a game about making maple syrup or something.
Maple syrup dosing live on stream.
Maple syrup simulator. All right. I'll let everybody go to bed, including myself. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Stay nerdy and have a great night.